10 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Oracle.
Hey guys. Yeah guys, I'm casting this. I don't know. I was just bored and I woke up slightly too late, so I couldn't cast the first game. So yeah. Let's just go. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing okay.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright, let me just change the name of this stream because remaining. I guess a lot of people are not gonna join because they don't know. Alright, here we go.
Dire team pick.
Brewmaster.
There you have it. Go online on Twitch. I am online on Twitch. You probably didn't join the right stream. The link is in the description, by the way. So this is OG versus NIP for the actually minor qualifiers. So this is wrong.
10 seconds remaining.
There you have it. The title's updated.
5 seconds remaining.
It is morning here, so thank you very much for that. Evan, simple. Evan, I don't know. So yeah, this is OG versus NIP. We already see an Oracle Brewmaster pick on the side of OG against Senkrugen for NIP. We do have Magnus being banned. PA being banned on the side of NIP. And the Keeper is going to be picked here. Alright, so Keeper of the Light, definitely a very popular pick nowadays. A lot of people were saying that the hero felt nerfed, but we've been seeing a lot of Kato every so often. So pretty exciting that they were able to grab the hero in the first phase here. They're gonna take the Terrorblade out, so they don't want to deal with the little disco ball as well as the blinding light versus a hero like the Terrorblade. On the side of NIP, they did remove the Medusa and the Monkey King, so pretty interesting. Keeper is pretty useful now. Yeah, Keeper is pretty good.
10 seconds.
Alright, I'm just gonna tweet that I'm casting this.
5 seconds remaining.
Just a second, boys. I'm sorry. It's a little bit hasty, so no planning, as you guys know. Alright. So let's see here. They're still thinking of what to remove. Will they take another carry out? In terms of carries here, Luna still in the pool. Void still in the pool. Not really sure what is that they are afraid of. I guess since you have an Oracle, you don't fear Void that much. So maybe they keep the Void and they take something else. Maybe... What else is pretty popular right now? Maybe something like a... Faceless Void, maybe Naga. I've seen quite a bit of Naga actually in pubs, but it looks like the professional scene still doesn't really know what to do with the hero, so maybe not Naga. I wonder if they like how much damage an illusion deals to the little ball of lightning there, to the disco ball, or if it actually doesn't deal any damage. I wonder if it's like, I think there are spells like this. Something like, where illusions cannot do damage to it. Oh, they're gonna take the Meepo out. I mean, they are playing against Mr. Nisha, so it definitely makes sense. Wait. Yeah, this is NIP. This is actually Fada. They're all the same. They're the evil miracles that never actually ended up doing much success.
Dire team pick.
OG, they're gonna go with the Lunar. Alright. One of the few heroes that are still up for grabs. They even third pick the hero, which is pretty impressive. You know, usually you see the carries as a fourth pick, but they felt pressure to get the Luna here. What is going to be NIP's response
10 seconds
to this
remaining.
Meepo ban into a Luna? So ideally, you would like a hero that is like the Faceless Void. You know, usually heroes, they actually do pretty well versus Luna and versus range heroes in general, just because they have that bash mechanic. It's pretty hard for range heroes to actually deal with that. So I wonder if they'll try and pick the Faceless Void, even though they are against an Oracle, or if they're gonna, just do something out of the box here. Maybe let me get some visuals here so I can. Maybe something like a Sven, but I think it's still the same mechanic. You're not gonna be able to burst someone against the Oracle there. So I guess Anti-Mage might be okay. Anti-Mage is actually in the poll. And OG, they did win with the Anti-Mage the last time. So I wonder, yeah, maybe the Anti-Mage is actually pretty good here. You're against the Brewmaster Luna. They don't really have any lockdown to you. But they will actually grab the Jugger. Alright. Alright, guys, I think my chat broke here. So if you're watching this, let me know. I think it's broken, but I could be wrong. Well, OG, they are against this Juggernaut pick here. I don't think they fear the Jugger that much, Omnislash.
5 seconds remaining.
While they did change the ability, it feels a little bit weaker in the early game. It's very easy for the Oracle to use the False Promise against that. And now OG, what will you pick? Subscribe to PewDiePie, Kappa. Where am I from? I'm from Brazil. Thank you for asking. Now, OG. Actually burning for a lot of the reserve time here. I'm surprised that they got so confused about this Juggernaut pick. Usually, it's not advisable to spend so much reserve time. They're definitely thinking this through.
Dire team pick.
They will go for a Nature's Prophet. For now, we don't know if this is a Brewmaster position 5, or if it's an Oracle position 5, or even a Nature's Prophet position 5. Both heroes, Oracle couldn't be a core, but both the Brewmaster and the Nature's Prophet could be cores in any given scenario. So they're probably waiting it out, seeing what NIP will go for. They do have a decent amount of reserve time here. I wonder what they're going for. The Sand King could be a support or an offlaner, but besides that,
5 seconds
the draft is pretty clear. It's going to be a Keeper of the Light support with a Juggernaut position 1. So now they have to decide on their mid laner as well as whether the Sand King is a support or not. OG, they definitely lack that Thompson hero. So Pycat got the worst end of the stick there. Will play the Luna. Third pick Luna. There's definitely going to be counters. This is not going to be super smooth like his anti-mage game in the first game of the series. So yeah. Bowie, are you subscribed to PewDiePie? I'm actually not subscribed to PewDiePie, but I do watch his videos. I have rarely subscribed to channels. Well, still waiting here to see what an IP will go for. We're not sure if they would like to play. I guess they have the first pick of the next phase. So if they're afraid that their mid laner is going to get taken out, they could actually pick the mid laner now because there's going to be a last pick from OG anyways. Yeah, and that's exactly what they'll do. They're going to get the Queen of Pain from Mr. Vega here. Let's see how effective it's going to be. I think actually Quap is in a good spot right now. The changes to no talismans. And I don't know. The hero actually feels pretty good. Now that clarities are in mana region in general is worse, it looks like heroes that have mobility and can actually get the bottle charges better just do pretty well. And I think that Quap is one of those heroes. OG, we are waiting here for the final ban on NIP. Not really sure what they're going for. So they actually take the Brood out. So they are expecting this Quap pick to actually be a next level play. So as if this Quap is an offlaner, and they will pick something else.
5 seconds.
I could see that. Or maybe they just remove the Brood, just to be sure. Maybe offlane Brood could be a possibility here. Luna doesn't really deal well against Brood Mama. And now NIP, just waiting to see what they'll take out and what they'll pick. Let's see if OG were right, and the Brood Mama indicated an offlane Quap. Or maybe they will just change the Quap to the offlane if they were able to snatch the Broodmother, they're still fine with playing co-op. Fada is definitely a great co-op player. But yeah, let's see if it's going to be 3-3 playing that hero, or if they have something better in store.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, even if they pick a hero that could be mid as well, they could wait for the last pick from OG to fully decide what they want to do. Well, they got the Elder Titan, which surely indicates that this is a mid co-op. And I would just have to wait it out for OG here. You know, the Skyref Mage from Thompson is available. I'm pretty sure it's a decent hero versus a co-op, but then you do have the gap close from the Sand King and, you know, the damage from the Juggernaut. That little bird could face some problems, and they're gonna go with the Drow Ranger. Made a video about it. It's going to be a Luna Drow Ranger. Thompson's gonna be playing that Drow Ranger. It's going to be Pycat on the Lunar, and let's see who's actually in the offlane, the Brewmaster or the Nature's Prophet. We already see the Saxacato here being chosen, and it's going to be a Sab and P with No Tail playing the little Brewmaster. Thank you all for being here with me. And let's just have a poll so you guys can decide who is going to win. Guys, as always, you have to be on Twitch to vote. So, you know, if you're not on Twitch right now, check the YouTube description. You can find the link so you can vote. So who is winning game 2 here? You can type 1 for OG and 2 for Ninjas in Pajamas. So make sure
10 seconds
to vote
remaining.
for the team that you care the most.
5 seconds remaining.
All right. Well, we hope you got a gig soon. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Thompson Drow. Yep, Thompson Drow. That's going to be a very, very strong Luna. A lot of attack speed for her, so she's gonna be feeling pretty good at the beginning of the game. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate your guys' presence. And as I already stated, I'm going to be casting more games from the European qualifiers. So make sure to drop by. Make sure to be around. All right. Just waiting here just waiting here until the teams are ready. So yeah, that's a great time for you guys to participate here and make sure your voices are heard. It looks like we have a lot of OG fanboys here. The Drow Ranger, definitely a strong pick. You know, we did saw that Brewmaster, and they're like, yeah, there's no way they're gonna go for Drow strat. But you know, we have different, you know, Luna. I think that Drow Ranger being mid is so good because it enables, it just enables carries, range carries way more. You know, Luna is definitely a hero that benefits from it, has that raw damage ability. So the attack speed is definitely welcomed. And yeah, thank you all for voting. I'm going to take the poll out now. And let's just begin with the game.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, actually, I just need to do one little thing here, guys. Be patient, I am sorry. Alright, let's just go.
I'll tear you limb from limb. I'll tear you limb from
No.
limb.
Alright, let's go. So, we do see 3-3 here on the Sand King right here. Fada is going to be playing that quad, pretty standard opener here. With the double mantle and the circlet. It looks like Sab is just dancing a little bit right here. Has a Blightstone as his first item ace. With a South and a Tango. No tail here. Oh, I love this stuff, man. I'm just going to be following no tail for now.
30 seconds to battle.
Alright. Yeah, alright. So, it looks like OG has the upper hand according to you guys. Let's see if Fada can show us otherwise. We do see PPD trying to sneak in here. He has the Astral Spirit, but it looks like OG, they are onto him. And they quickly close the gap. No tail, he's going to be spotted, but it doesn't look like the Lobster actually wants to fight his Brewmaster. They just disengage. Can he actually get the bounty here? He will get that one. And he's going to be rooted for a pretty long duration here. He cannot use his Burrow Strike while rooted. He will be able to actually hit No Tail here, and a lot of damage onto PPD. 30 extra damage, but he's not going to be able to get on top of No Tail. And at the end of the day, they do snatch that bounty at the cost of taking a lot of damage onto their Lobster. But I mean, No Tail actually also took a lot of damage. Thompson, pretty good block here by both players. Pretty even in terms of blocking. And it looks like I missed first blood. They actually find the Brewmaster right here. Nope. he just killed himself. This is weird. But that was actually first blood. I guess you have to wait an amount of time until you can do that. I don't know. B03 trying to disengage. It looks like the lobster is actually pretty low HP. Can they find him? They do have the clap. They will find him, but the burrow strike is too fast for the clap to land. And the 33 will just disengage. It looks like Saxe is going back here. And yeah. Stop eating your wards. Not sure what you mean by that. Doesn't seem positive though. Oh, look at that. That was a pretty beautiful team. Looks like Sab is taking a pretty hard beating here by Peter Pan. 45 extra damage. And now Sax actually just dragging the creeps around here. Not really sure what his plan is, but he's just using that move speed from the Kato to be as pesky as possible. Well, that does force OG to last hit with the Luna under tower, which is never good for the hero. Looks like Saxa actually is so fast that he just outruns Jarex by a huge margin, and he's gonna be fine. They definitely did quite a lot of damage here onto Pika, thanks to that. And now Sad taking some damage from the Blade Fury Ace, trying to farm the little beings there. He's going to be successful in a way. No Sprout here to actually punish Ace by that lane. They're going to be fine. It looks like they also rotate the Jarex Oracle to the middle lane. And now Fada is going in. Can they actually stop his advances? They actually dispelled the... No, they don't dispel the dagger. How did they dispel that? I don't know. It doesn't matter. They find the kill onto the pop before Fada actually gets the kill onto top. And Jarex tried to go for the deny, but was not successful. Maybe the dagger expired. I'm not 100% sure. Alright. Looks like Thompson. Let's check the CS here. In terms of CS, it is actually not good for Thompson. Only 5 CS against the 11 and 5. I guess that is expected. Quap definitely a lane dominator. And Drow is even worse in lane stage than she was before. But now, with this illusion rune, it looks like Thompson will have a better time. It does get 1-9 right here. They actually send a hero to the top lane. It's actually Jarex. They can't really kill Ace, but maybe Peter Pan could be a kill here. Oh, he actually gets his spirit back. He has 78 extra damage as well as 350 move speed. He doesn't have boots, so the extra move speed from the spirit is not going to be as effective. The middle lane, we do see Fada here. 15 and 5 against 8 and 1. Still dominating the lane quite a bit. And now they will try and get on top of Noteo here, but with only level 1 Burrow Strike, there's no way they're going to be able to. Noteo actually taunting his clap a little bit. Looks like Quap is actually fairly low in HP. Ends up being zoned out. Those illusions proving to be pretty pesky and annoying for him to deal with. Still has some distant duration. Look at those illusions. Just doing a lot of damage to him. Alright, it looks like Fada will get this yes. Alright. The Fortunes then actually lands on PPD here. 4 minutes. The bounty. Bounties are not up, but there is an Arcane Rune here that Thompson will snatch so that Fada doesn't. Actually denies. Alright. That's interesting. I mean, he could use the Frost Arrows faster. But by deny, he actually gets to the mid lane faster, which is pretty good for him. The Scream of Pain is going to be used. And Fada just trying to trade as much as possible. The Silence comes out and he looks like he might be dead. No, he doesn't die. Thompson didn't have the attack range there and didn't want to dive too much for this. But now Fada could be ready to go for a play, but not with this last creep dying. So there's going to be tower aggro. And he feels pretty afraid. He is ahead in terms of experience, so he's going to get level 6 faster than Thompson. And he could go for a play when he gets that Sonic Wave. Sorry. Pop is so dead that I actually forgot about the name of the spell. Now Peter Pan actually gets the Astro again, 165 damage, but since he doesn't have boots, he is actually fairly slow, and Sab will get the bounty rune here. Peter Pan trying to close the gap, but loses all the bonuses, so he's not going to be fast enough to actually do anything. Thompson still level 4, Fada pretty close to level 6. We already talked about it. There's definitely some potential here, but unless the Oracle shows up. He doesn't have the Fate's Edict though, so he's not going to be able to nullify the damage from the dagger and the Scream of Pain. A clap just being taunted here. Pycat already level 4. He is the top CS, but he's pretty much tied with Ace in that regard. Sab TP's back to the top lane, summons his chance, and it looks like Ace wants to commit that blade through. They will get a good sprout into that Fortune's End, but that actually kind of makes both disables a little bit ambiguous because they could have used them better, and they don't find the kill because of it. The middle lane, it looks like Fada has the Sonic Wave available, so it's actually pretty scary for Thompson to show up. He's just farming this creep camp for now. And the game's actually pretty slow. Only 3 kills in 6 minutes. Pretty slow. Alright, Peter Pennant trying to get on top of Sab here. He has 177 damage. Monka, that's nice. Sprout buys time. Peter Pennant doesn't have a tango. He's trying to live that Sprout here, but the damage is just through the roof. Can he actually get a kill on him? They can't, so no one actually dies once again. I think this is pretty much what happened the entire game. Quap not going for a rotation. He's just farming a medium camp here. Goes back to the lane since the creep experience is important. So yeah, not really going for any plays. Very, very slow game. Nice illuminate here. Definitely impressive that Pycat was top CS, considering he's against so much damage that's coming from that Kato. He's been here for a long time. Saksa already has 2 points in that illuminate with Chakra Magic as well. And it looks like Sab once again. Look at that. Oh boy. Look at that. Oh boy, that is 200 damage. Is he finding someone to play with? Just creeps. Alright. Quap actually trying to hunt the tops and Quap. Nice silence, actually. Perfect silence. It does deny the gank, and it looks like Thompson just taunts with his silver level Drow. He's been spamming quite a bit of Drow lately. Alright. Aster's gonna be laid down. No tail being zoned away here. It looks like Sand King's just... Oh, look at that. You can just cut waves. That's just beautiful. Just cut waves. He doesn't have Caustic, but yeah, he's gonna be able to farm this pretty effectively. It looks like the creeps keep on coming back. And yeah, he does get it. Now, they are trying to set up here with a play. There is Eclipse onto the Lunar, looking for Saksa, but he knows better and he's going to disengage. But there is vision actually revealing exactly where he is, but he gets vision from the Luna thanks to this ward, and nothing happens. Once again, it just looks like the game doesn't want to give us any kills, any hype. Fada does rotate here with Clary going, has a haste room, and while that happens, they do form a pretty huge small camp. Oh, it looks like they actually find a kill into the Jugger. I'm sorry. Sab actually gets the kill. Not really sure how he was able to pull it off. No Omni Slash was committed. Pretty interesting. We do see No Trail here trying to chase Peter Pennant, but he might be in a bit of a pickle here. 3-3 is going to show up. The clap is going to be on point. No Tail trying to disengage. Nice Burrow Strike buys time. Do they have the damage? They actually get a clap. Charging the Illuminate. Is it going to be enough damage? No Tail pops his tick, and it looks like he's going to be fine for now, but NIP, they really want to die for this, and there you have it. There is going to be a Sandstorm. The Eclipse actually gets committed. 3-3 will die because of the damage. Peter Pennant trying to disengage. They do get vision, and they will cancel that TP, and it looks like Peter Pennant tries to taunt the Stomp, but he gets taken now. So 3,000 gold for OG. Definitely doesn't look like that's the case because the game is 4-3. But somehow there's already a 3,000 gold lead, and I guess a lot of it comes from Thompson's Drow. Fada has been looking for plays, but he really didn't find them, and the Drow just farms way too fast. You just rotate between the camps, and I mean, it's not like Drow makes that much good use of net turf. I think this hero actually takes quite a bit to get online. But as long as no one stops Opson, he is going to hit critical mass eventually. Just going to be farming some Ancients for now. Just trying to, yeah, just get, 1,000 damage with one arrow. Seems pretty balanced. We do see the Juggernaut here trying to set up for the Bounty Rune. They get vision with the Illuminate, so they know this is not a small play. It looks like there's going to be an Invisibility Rune onto the Brewmaster. Peter Pennant, though, with that sentry, actually takes down the ward and knows exactly where No Tail is. He's going to rotate here towards this lane. It looks like the Luna is just farming for now. Already getting about 72 attack speed. 72 attack speed. Do you guys understand how much 72 is at 10 minutes? Like, that's insane. Like, 1/4 of his attack speed comes from the Draw Ranger. No Tail tries to set up here with that Invis rune. It looks like Saxa knows better. He's going to disengage. There's also a Tome onto the Brewmaster, so although he's level 5, he could definitely pop that one to get level 6.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, another Illuminate flies out. Pycat just make sure to take it out. Sandstorm is going to be committed here. Seb already level 9, so doing pretty well. Also making a lot of use from that aura. Thompson level 11, so he's just forming a Meepo-like speeds for now. The Astral Spirit will come out, revealing the Draw Ranger. And there's a smoke incoming from NIP. Let's see if they can finally find a good fight. For now, it doesn't look like that's the case. They've been farming non-stop, and there's not a lot of push on the side of NIP, so they're going to have to commit those smokings to actually find the heroes on the side of OG. They will get a glimpse of the Luna, but it looks like they just don't want to jump. There is Eclipse available after all. The smoke breaks. They will find Pycat here, and he's trying to move forward, but yeah, another waste of time here coming from NIP, and the gold advantage just keeps piling up. They do get a gust onto the ET, but he's going to disengage. And yeah, just pretty awkward early game here by NIP. And considering they have this Draw Luna, the Luna is just going to be massive. She doesn't have a lot of levels, and she's actually going for the Mask of Madness. I actually expected something different since you do have this Draw Ranger on your team, but it looks like he's going for the standard build at least for now. Ace gets his level 8. He's going for the Battlefield, so he wants to be able to out-farm, or maybe at least equalize the farm against OG. But look at Pycat here. 72 attack speed, poggers. The Clop is level 9, the Draw is level 13. Jesus. Thompson is massive, and he already has a Blink Dagger. He could look for a play here. Blade Fury was just committed. I'm not sure if they actually got a glimpse of it, and he will get a silence here with that with the root. Can they actually find a kill onto Ace? He's trying to disengage. They do get the TP with the Sprout. He will give vision. And you know, Juggernaut, a hero that you would never expect to die to a Draw Ranger in the early game. Just, I mean, he doesn't get solo kill. They needed the Nature's Prophet TP, but even then, this Thompson Draw is just going out of control. And they will go towards this tier 1 in the bottom lane. A lot of damage coming through the drums is going to be used. Other Titan pops that Spirit, trying to zone OG out, and it looks like he's going to be fine. Fada for now only a 1-1. It looks like he wants to go for a new scepter, but you know, as long as he doesn't complete the item, Thompson will keep on farming. Even if he does complete the item, they will actually TP Sab here. Nice Burrow Strike. They will get dust, but they're going to find the Lobster, and the damage is going to be through the roof. So OG, they get a pretty convincing kill right here, and now they rotate to try and get this tower. They do have Fada setting up, so I wonder if they get vision. They actually get it, and now they're going to blink Fada away. Can they actually lift him into the air? They won't. Now the dagger is going to be here. Clap gets taunted. They will find no tail. It looks like maybe not. Can they actually get it? They will. It's actually Fada that gets the kill. They pop the drums looking for this. It looks like the Kato actually ended up dying somewhere else. But man, it was actually Thompson with that blink dagger, and once again finds a support kill. Alright. They're gonna find an Invis rune here. 6,000 golded by OG already. The win probability is around 75%, so less than you would expect. But still, pretty annoying. It looks like Seb, level 11 already. Going straight up BKB, so he just wants to be a frontliner. He already has a lot of attack speed. He already has a lot of damage. So the BKB will allow him to actually frontline against the Clop, frontline against the Sand King as well. Thompson just farming like crazy. They're gonna pop up a smoke here. Brewmaster doesn't really have a blink. He's just a support Brewmaster, but Thompson has that initiation. Let's see if they can actually find something. They're gonna drop the little ball of lightning here. It looks like they do get that bounty. The silence comes out. It doesn't really allow them to find any kills. They will eventually farm the Will-O-Wisp, and it looks like this is a 2-for-2 trade in terms of bounties. Oh, they're going to find a little Peter Pan in here. The Sprout comes out. They get that kill. And it looks like they just want to join the Roshan pit here. Let's see if they can go for this. They do have the last on the Luna, and she's so massive thanks to that attack speed from the Draw. Already 85. And yeah, level 2 marksmanship. And there you have it. I'm just gonna go for the Roshan Pit. Can they actually contest this? They do have a Blink Dagger onto the Sand King. It just got completed. 3-3. Waiting it out onto the high ground. No Tail trying to get vision. Sax are gonna be spotted out. They will get the epicenter. That is a beautiful 3-man burrow strike, but it's just a little bit too late. They do get a Sonic Wave. Thompson loses the Aegis immediately, and now the Eclipse is here. They will be able to go out with the Cop, but it looks like they will lose the Sand King for it. Thompson trying to find the Cop. Where is everyone? Oh, it looks like Thompson did find Fada, and now with the silence, they will find another kill. That's a double kill for Thompson. They're gonna lift the Juggernaut into the air while Peter Penna just gets smashed by those low Brewlings, and it looks like they will also try and go for Ace here. Do they have another silence? 1 second. The damage is coming through. Can they actually TP out with Ace? He's trying to get out, but he can't. And that is a draw ultra kill 16 minutes in. I am pretty sure I've never seen this in my life. Can he get the Rampage? It looks like Saksa knows better. It's not gonna show. Just trying to charge those Illuminates here from the fog. Alright, okay. They will get a Glyph, but the Glyph also dissuades them to staying there, so the damage is not gonna come through. Saksa once again tries for it. The Blind Light's gonna be there, not fast enough, and Thompson just claims another tower, making this a 9,000 gold lead for OG. Sandstorm's gonna be laid out. 3-3. Trying to farm here. That was a good epicenter by him, but he's just a tad too late, unfortunately. Their Roshan potential is so high. BKB is now done. On to Seb. Their power spike is definitely online right now. They have, I mean, they lost the Aegis, but this BKB just makes their fight so easy. The only thing that actually goes for BKB here is either Omni Slash or Sonic Wave. Alright, it looks like they find the other Titan here. And they very, very fast just group up to get a tier 2 tower. Let's see how much else they want to get. No Elder Titan for 15 seconds, so they're probably gonna boop the tower a little bit, but I'm not sure if they're gonna like fully commit for Barracks. Let's see. No Tail. He does have Primal Split in a couple of seconds. It's actually 30 seconds to be exact. And Thompson just trying to do as much damage as possible here to this tower. The other Titan is now up, and they actually ping the Sand King here. Alright. Looks like they're going to disengage now that the Elder Titan is up. That Echo Stomp is actually pretty annoying to deal with. Ace trying to split push this. He's very close to a Battle Fury. Now will commit the Blade Fury TP out. They actually cancel the TP trying to stop his advances there. Now No Tail is going to get that Spectral Dagger dispelled. And used up to use aggressively here by Fada. Pretty weird. There you have it. The blink from Thompson. The Silence is going to be there on 2 heroes. The Omni Slash is going to be on point, but it actually bounces towards the little pandas. Now Jericho commits a false promise onto himself. Nice Eclipse will find the Sand King, but he burrow strikes away. Ace will be taken out. Never had the chance to actually complete his Battle Fury, so he has buyback, but at the same time, if he buys back, he's going to be so far away from that timing. They lose PPD as well, and the damage onto this top tower is just insane. Level 17 on Thompson, 19 minutes in. We were discussing the Drow Ranger, and it looks like OG, they definitely know how to play this well. Very early power spike. Doesn't matter if the hero out-CS's you, you'll just get huge eventually. And although it looks very promising here, they cannot go for more barracks just because there's a tier to the middle lane. It looks like Fada almost dying here. Can he blink out? Oh my lord. 60 HP. Will be forced to TP to the Fountain. That's not how I want to play Dota 2. And yeah, he's all the way back here. PPG always said that European Dota was bad. Alright, Thompson just fearless here, hitting the tier 2 tower. It looks like Seb will deal with this bottom lane. The Juggernaut still doesn't have that battle fear. Feels so bad, man. Alright, we have a pause. Okay, we have a crash. Hey boy, I'm Brazilian too. Where do you live? I live in São Paulo. Thank you for asking. Alright, so in terms of win probability here, it is very, very convincing. Gaben thinks that OG is going to take this, and I mean, it is looking very good for OG. I'm not sure NIP can actually do anything anymore. the power spike from that draw, you know? I think this is just a little bit of a team not being prepared. He's been spamming that draw ranger for quite a bit now. And maybe they never played against it in a professional setting to know how strong it can be. But yeah. Just the silence by itself, it just makes it pretty hard for a co-op to actually get kills. Like, you can out CS the draw for sure, but can you actually pressure her enough to get kills? You can. Oh, NIP. They will TP the lobster back to the fountain, it looks like. And, yeah, we're just waiting here. It looks like the Aegis is about to, the Aegis would expire now. And there's still 3 minutes until the respawn timer. Jax shows up in the middle lane here. No tail. He's not going for a blink tag. He's just going for a lot of small items. This is a lot of small items. Jesus Christ. He's going to pop the Tome of Knowledge. Going to be a little smarter now. Maelstrom completed onto the Nature's Prophet. That definitely makes sense, since it's a damage item. Oh, Sab trying to set up here. He has it. BKB the damage starts to come through. But Fada didn't have the blink on cooldown. He's going to disengage. And now Sab fearless here. How much attack speed? He has 127 attack speed, boys. That is a lot. And now Fada will commit a Spectral Dagger here. Nuzprod is going to lock Fada in place. So Fada is just trying to poke at the Nature's Prophet. At the same time, they actually lose their Juggernaut. Oh no. The Battlefield is done at least, but he has no buyback. Thompson is the one that finds that kill. And he's level 19, 20 minutes in. They will try and get the Droken Brawler. They do find the Kato with the Glimmer Cape. They actually get a good root onto him. The spot is going to be on point. BKB onto Sab. He doesn't fear the Echo Stomp. They find a kill. They disengage. 19,000 gold. And it just looks clean and very immaculate by OG here. They're going to find this tier 2. Let's see how much more they want to pressure. There is the pressure of that Echo Stomp. Alright, they're going to commit. Oh. Right, so no Burrow Strike. The drum's gonna be popped. The tier 3 is about to fall down. There's no response whatsoever from NIP. Fada is just finding runes. GG flies out. Game's over, boys. Alright, so that was a little fast. I was expecting some more action, but yeah, it is what it is. It ends pretty fast, but guys, the stream is not over. We do have a lot of games, and the next series is going to be, in fact, it's going to be Final Tribe. No, it's actually Gambit versus Windstrike. So let's see if that series is already on, because we can just jump into it. Oh, there you have it. The game is on. Let's just go. Let me change the name here. But wait, can you change your title? What do you mean? The title is correct, right? Yes, the title is 100% correct. Not sure what you're talking about. Now, I will change the title once again, because this is Windstrike versus a Gambit. Am I correct here? Oh god, I cannot see the name of the game. Yeah, it's Gambit, so... Gambit versus Windstrike. Alright, so... this is done, and let me... yeah, I just need to... tell Gosu Gamers and join Dota that I'm actually casting this to actually get viewers. Just a second, boys. I'm sorry. Add stream. There you have it. We're good to go. We are good to go.
Convincing forgeries.
Alright, so they have a safe lane arc warden here. Level 5. Let's check the last hits here. Already died 3 times. And guess what? There is 10 pit available for this bad boy center right here. So they really need to take care, or this arc warden can get killed very, very quickly. He's trying to get vision of him with those Spark Raves. The Stroke of Fate being committed by King Ari. It looks like they're actually going to send that Centaur bottom here. They commit the Chan teleportation. Let's see if they can actually find an opening here in this bottom lane. They actually have both Nongrata and Yamich nicely positioned. And this lane here, OD versus Londroid, huh? You would expect the Londroid to actually win harder than he's winning. So that is quite surprising to me. The bear, though, taking quite a bit of damage from those arcane orbs. The boars here trying to get some vision. Just be sure that they are fine. And look at that little harpy with 1000 HP. Just booping them non-stop with that pesky chain lightning. Alright, another Astra's going to be committed here. Iceberg just booping that bear, and he is going to be zoned out, it looks like. Oh no. Little bear taking so much damage. Alrighty. Looks like non-grata here, just farming some crapos. Oh, hello. Kingar is going to find the Brewmaster here, and we are about to hit the 10-minute mark. So let's see if he can actually find that bounty rune. Alright, they're going to commit the Inkswell. They will disengage, actually, allowing the Brewmaster to get the bounty rune, but he's going to be engaged. Nice 10p. They will get on top of Silent now, and with the Stroke of Fate, it looks like they have more than enough slow to actually get the Arc Corner. Or maybe not. They will actually disengage eventually. Okay, so they don't go for that play. In the bottom lane, we do see the Aphonange Monkey King being zoned out and also killed by Iceberg's OD. So they will find that kill. And in terms of win probability here, about 75% for Gambit. So doing pretty well, but definitely manageable. You have the Arc Warden, you know, that hero was not nerfed much and can probably do as much or maybe even more impact if he actually gets a chance to farm. For now, he's pretty poor, so that is good for Gambit, but once the Necronomicon gets ready, I think that can change pretty quickly. The Centaur trying to zone Brewmaster away so that the Cardi survives, but it looks like this Brewmaster is very interested in actually taking it down because he wants to defend the tower for his Arc Warden. Oh, there you have it. Pretty good Stroke of Fate. He will even commit a Glyph here. And a rotation from the Chan. Looks like Vanskor wants to help his allies. They will get a reward right here. And the Monkey King shows up. They don't have the Catapult anymore, but they will actually steal one. And with that stolen one, it looks like they will commit for this tower very easily. The Laundry defending mid. OD is not a good pushing hero regardless, so not only they lose their tower, they don't do anything but buy time for this Arc Warden to get more Farmerinos. Silent still needs a pretty decent amount to finish the Necronomicon, but they were able to find this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane with the Beastmaster. He's going for the Vlad, you know, pretty value item nowadays, and it looks like Silent is just going to be farming some centers right here. There you go. Alright, they actually get Vision of Silent here, but they don't really have the gap close. The AWF Brewmaster will get his level 6, I guess. Nope, he's been level 6 for a while. And now they group up mid. They get another top. No response from Windstrike. Pretty interesting here. They decide not to fight. They will commit a stampede here. It looks like they're trying to get on top of the... Okay, off this Scarf. There's so many fights going on. It looks like the Beastmaster actually trying to chase the Grimstroke here. He's trying to go for this tower while they group up in the middle lane. And he's doing a decent job at it. But still, he doesn't have a creep wave anymore, and this tower is going to fall very quickly. They actually banished the bear for a while, buying time. They do get a good hammer, but it's not enough to find that kill, and now they will commit the Brewmaster split, trying to chase. Thank you very much for your sub. It looks like you're going to lift the center. Do they have enough damage? The orb is going to be enough. The bear will be able to disengage, and the Beastmaster finally shows up. Doesn't really have Primal Roar because of that fight in the bottom lane that we saw. He was able to deal not a lot of damage to that tower, so that's pretty unfortunate. Can they actually get this bad boy right here? Wait, what? What? Oh, no, he resummoned. Okay. I think... That's weird. Shouldn't he die? So he was able to resummon because there was no damage during the... I don't understand. They lose the courier as well. These games. 2 ults with 200 seconds. I mean, wait. Only this one has 200 seconds. This one is 140, okay? And this one was also nerfed. Only 160. I'm sorry, buffed. 160. Not in this patch, but I think they buffed this if at some point. At some point it was buffed. But anyways, let's go. Beastmaster looking for that. Primal Roar has the phase boost. He's a fast boy. Can he get the Primal Roar onto Laundry? He's going to be able to get it. Boggers, where is the Mystic Flare? Mystic Flare gets committed. The damage is there. The link from that Laundry is actually pretty strong, but not enough to find, to actually survive this. The 4-step towards the higher part of the map, allowing OD to survive, and they will actually group up for a tower. Windstrike, they just go for it, and they actually group as 5. Nicely done by them, and they will claim the tier 1 tower in the middle lane, equalizing that lane at least.
Dire's top tower is
In terms of net worth here, how are we doing? It looks like the OD is ahead of everyone, and he even gives... Oh, this buff is so good for catapults as well. I actually forgot about it. You can actually heal catapults. You can actually do a lot of damage. That is pretty good. Chan here, level 2, level 3 Divine Favor. The Monkey King just hopping from 3 to 3. Alpha Ninja has his Echo Saber, so he's ready to fight if his team so chooses. He was also waiting for a Bounty Rune. It looks like AWF is trying to go for it. They actually get the Silence with the Balance Strike. That is so much damage, but Vanskar now is forced to die because his team all ended up disengaging from the fight. So they do snatch the Bounty Rune, but it did cost them a Chan. I guess that's okay. Silent finally completed his Necronomicon, so he can start farming quite a bit. And in terms of that, he is recovering rapidly here, already ahead of the center. Let's see if he can grow even further. Nongrada here with his Beastmaster already sending the Hawk to get vision. We do see this Monkey King farming, so for now they've struggled to actually utilize that Echo Saber. You know, he doesn't even have Wukong's command. I usually like to see Monkey Kings that, you know, they time the skill point of their command with... Oh, hello. He's gonna get vision of Iceberg here. He commits that equilibrium. They will go forward. Nice silence here. Can he actually take it out? Nice primal split. The Wukong's command actually gets used. He was actually saving the skill point. I am just dumb. They do chase Iceberg here. He's trying to disengage. A lot of damage coming through. Can they actually get the Stroke of Fate? No, he's going to dodge this with his Astral, but there's going to be a pretty good stun right there, and that is a dead OD. In the bottom lane, they are trying to get this tower here. Nongrada with the attack speed aura and this catapult just trying to do his best. A lot of damage also from the Vlads. And is Gambit going to respond to this? Looks like this is just a free tower. They have the Skywrath Mage here giving vision, so they are 100% sure this is fine. And they just get a tower for free. They also have a TP to defend this if necessary. There's already there's a hidden Cardi here by a chance. Very interesting spot that he decided to. Monkey King shows up. We'll just farm this. And now they move forward. We'll try and go for this. It doesn't look like Windstrike also wants to defend. So both teams are just dodging fights for now. They're trying to push when they can, but they don't really want to fight 5 versus 5. I guess the Arc Warden still needs a lot. He just completed his Maida 17 minutes in. Doesn't even have a Maelstrom or any type of fighting items. What would happen if OD uses the Astral on the teammate who is affected by Grim OT? I think it only doubles bad stuff. You know? So, like if you have... If an enemy Grimstroke ults your allies and you're an Omni Knight and you heal one, it's not gonna heal both. So it probably just Astrals that target. Aether Lens completed onto the Grimstroke. So that is a pretty fun boy. He has an Aether Lens. He's gonna have a lot of cast range on the Silence as well as that Soul Bind. 18 minutes in, it looks like Windstrike is trying to invade the jungle from Gambit. There is a very recent ward here, so they need to be careful. Skywrath Mage with 5 no talismans, poggers. Maybe looking for this center right here. Hello, center. If he can get the Silence, if they can get the Primal Roar, they could find this kill. Nongrada is going to show up. The Primal Roar is there. They actually not only get the kill, they also waste the Stampede finding that kill. Now Gambit will show up with the Lone Druid here. Nongrada, he doesn't get root, and they're actually going to disengage. Vanskar gives the buff to the Lone Druid, but that's a pretty good fight. Not only they get the kill, they also force the Stampede. Oh, they're gonna get the slow with the Silence. The Lone Druid trying to disengage. The Spark Rips are going to be committed, and look at that. The Fluxes from the high ground. Vanskar, he finds his friend, so he's not gonna be taking damage from that spell anymore. RWF trying to close up the gap, has a smoke, and they actually find a good fight here. They are pinging quite a bit. It's actually not a smoke, it's just an Invis rune, but they actually have vision. He's going to get out.
I shall not report.
Alright, the OD farming Ancients, Poggers. Very balanced. Looks like the Grimstroke is just setting up here. will TP back to the middle lane. Is this a smoke gank attempt from the side of... Oh, he also gets recalled anyways. So he kind of wasted his TP there. They're not going to smoke. They just wanted to relocate everyone back to the base. Sky mid 5 nulls. Actually 4 nulls. Sky support 5 nulls. Very impressive hero. Indeed. Very smart hero as well. Alright, so in terms of win probability here, we are back with win strike now actually having a above 50% chance of winning. The Archorn, as we talked about, is farming quite a bit already. Pretty much almost has his Maelstrom done. Bounty runes are going to be snatched right here. He now has the gold for the Maelstrom if he so chooses. Roshan could be one thing that Gambit goes for. They do have a decent Roshan lineup with the Penitence onto this Chen. They also have, you know, the Monkey King in the center to tank it, but it doesn't look like they actually care about Roshan. And since they don't care about much, that's smoking from the side of Windstrike, looking for a play. The Monkey King did show a little while before, but it looks like they actually... Alright, the Dire Scan does reveal the heroes in the top area of the map. It looks like they're gonna re-summon the Monkey King towards this top area. Now the OD is showing he could be the bait for the Smoking to actually land. They are looking for that play. They will get a good... Oh, but look at that. EOD gets jumped. But he has a BKB. He's going to commit the hammer. He's trying to battle this Laundry right here. And the entirety of Windstrike, they show up from behind. They're going to find a Chen. He's going to be taken out. And it looks like he's the first casualty of war. This battle, though, kind of ends pretty early. So, though that was a great... Oh, no, they actually will find the Grimstroke right here. So, they do find 2 supports. But considering how good of a Panzer they actually ended up going for... it's pretty disappointing that he only found 2 supports. F1H will cut up the wave. He actually has a Diffusal Blade. And look who's going to roll. It's actually Windstrike. They do have the Necro as well as the Bubble, as well as the attack speed from the Beastmaster. This is going to be pretty easy, especially considering they have a Vlad on top of it all. But maybe Gambit is interested in fighting. They will send the Monkey King right here. The Spark Wave, even Vision. F1H is going to be scouted out. They are trying to get Vision. Oh my lord! That is a 3-man stun, and now they're trying to battle. Can they actually get the kill on the center? He just melts to the damage of Windstrike. They're trying to battle this Laundry here. She's pretty tanky. Thanks to the buff from the Chen. Wukong's command. Can they actually steal these Aegis? They're not going to be able to steal it. It's actually still in the ground. Silent, please get these Aegis, sir. They're actually going to give it to DOD. They're going to lose the Monkey King. The Laundry Bear dies. The Chen also dies. And they will get a good Grimstroke out right here. Nongrada completely stopped thanks to that spell. It looks like with the move speed, Kingar will also be able to disengage. And yeah, it's going to be fine.
Middle tower is under attack.
Alright. Nongrada, level 15. So not only they win the fight, they also get the Aegis on Chodi. BKB already done, going for that side of ice. They also TP the Scarif Mage back to the base here. He's going for that Kaya, the 5th item. Actually sells one of the no talismans. So as you can see, it's not all about no talismans, alright? Skyrift Mages, they do have their nuance. It's going to be a Kaya first item out for Ninja, looking for Silent. They actually get perfect vision. And the Boundless Strike with the center stun that is more than enough damage. It's actually very tanky thanks to, you know, being an Archward and having insane strength gain. He actually gets, what? 3 strength gain as an agility hero. That's insane. So very good for him, but he does get taken down nonetheless. I have an impression that my chat is broken once again. Oh, they actually missed 2 kills here. They actually trade a Monkey King for a Skyrift Mage. Nice fear on Brewmaster with the silence. He's not going to be able to disengage from here, and that is pretty good for Gambit. They kill 3 heroes from Windstrike, and they will group up. I was trying to read chat, guys. Sorry if I missed those kills. It looks like my chat is just broken. Restream has been pretty shitty lately. They will trade tier 1 tower for tier 1 tower. I wonder if they're going to go for more, if they're going to come back. They are with the Stroke of Fate, just stopping Iceberg a little. They will actually TP one of the clones here, just trying to buy time. They will use the Fear spell, and the clone is going to be forced out. They actually commit the glyph on the side of the Radiant forcing Wind Strike out. But Gambit, they are kind of fake backing here. They keep their heroes around. They're trying to get vision, but look at that. The center is in position. Alright. The Arc Warden actually holds the high ground, so it looks like he's going to be fine. The Lone Druid finally shows himself. The Arc Warden. Alright, it's kind of laggy here. Alright, so Non-Grata going for a Blink Dagger, it looks like. The Arc Warden just forming the high ground here while they try to set up with the center. He's been here for quite a while, actually. But the Arc Warden still not doing much. He will send a clone, but that's definitely not what they want. They want more than this. They just commit the Fear spell onto this Arc Warden, and they still try to set up with that center. At the same time, they're trying to set up on the high ground here with the heroes from Wind Strike, but it doesn't look like Gambit will grab the bait. 25 minutes in, it looks like Gambit, they get 2 bounties. And what about Wind Strike? They will get 2 as well. So pretty even trade. Oh, Wind Strike, they really want to fight this boy here. And there is no vision. They also have this ward. It barely gives vision. Alright, the Soul Link once again just pushing up the lane. Oh, looks like they do find the Green Stroke right there. At the same time, I'm just so anxious about the center. He's been here for so long. He's been here for so... Oh, the TP, they will actually... Oh, they don't see each other because of this tree. It looks like the tower actually starts attacking. They will lose the Chan. And finally, Wind Strike, they decide to fight that center. He was setting up for so long. And now he's forced to disengage. Top lane, it looks like Iceberg still trying to get this tower. He's going to get it. So they actually trade. That's such a good trade for Wind Strike, and they will TP the Arc Warden. Can they actually stop the center? He will commit the Stampede for this, but they now have a Catapult Wave. They might be interested in just pushing this. Wukong's command is going to be laid out, a lot of damage. The Astro just buying time for Wind Strike to disengage, and it's going to be effective. No damage whatsoever. 2 ults being forced on the side of Gambit, and they don't accomplish anything with it. Alright. This Master completes an urn. It looks like
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
you're gonna try and force this tier 2 in the middle lane. There's not a lot of ults or resources on the side of Gambit, so they really need to be careful. And look at that. Silent just tanking a lot of the tower hits. The Catapult will be able to do a lot of damage. Surprised that he didn't use the field on top of the Catapult as well, but regardless, they do a lot of damage here. They don't really commit any meaningful resources. The center still trying to set up here. Looks like the Aegis just expired. Let's see if the center can actually get a good stun. Oh boy, they do get vision of him. He's going to be forced to blink away. Doesn't find that stun he was looking for. The Monkey King just hopping from tree to tree here, trying to clear up the wave. He wants to get a BKB next. Just commits the Primal Spring right here. And in terms of win probability, it's all on the side of Wind Strike here. We were at about 75% for Gambit at 10 minutes. And now we are at about 90% for Wind Strike. In the bottom lane, the clone just TPing here to make sure that the lane will keep on pushing. The Monkey King, though, will probably cut up this wave. In the top lane, there is a lot of tension going on. They will get a good primal roll on the Lundra. Nice 4-step away. And they... Oh, my lord. That is a 1 gib with the hammer. Vansker trying to disengage. There is buyback onto the Lundra. I think he's going to be forced by it. Center commits the Stampede. He's going to disengage. No, the Astro is going to be there. He's not going to have that move speed once the Astro wears off. And that is going to be a pretty easy kill by Iceberg here. Nice 2-man stun. Blink out. Poggers. Can they actually get the center here? They will not find the center. He actually survives, buying a lot of time for the Lundra that doesn't want to buy it, but he will keep on going here. They have the bubble. They have Necro 3 as well as the Beastmaster. Their damage is insane, and this is going to be a very fast tier 3 tower. Centaur still around, has a stun, but if he goes in, I don't think he can get out, and they will just lose the first lane of Barracks TP. Nice stun onto the OD. There is no Aegis. You have to remember that penitence onto the Brewmaster. Nice Monkey King boundless strike. They will commit the Wukong's command, and they will also disengage because they don't have any lockdown whatsoever. They just struggling to farm a clone, and I guess they get the clone, but this is not a great fight. In fact, Iceberg is trying to come back. is going to BKB, dodges the stun from the center. Nice Astro. We're trying to fight here. Primal Roar onto the Lone Druid. He has BKB as well. But if he dies here, this is so problematic for them. He has a pretty long duration BKB. The body blocks from the Brewmaster are not going to be enough. They do lose the Monkey King and the Grimstroke. No buyback on both of them. Now the Brewmaster is going to get stunned. It looks like the Chen is going to buy back. And they will at least find the Brewmaster. They will. But look at that tower. It's just melting so fast. Windstrike. They just want to grab this game by the balls. And good game gets called out for Ninja. He doesn't want to play Dota 2 anymore. And there you have it. I guess the field doesn't give attack speed for creeps anymore. I'm pretty sure it does, but I could be wrong. Guys, thank you all for being here and watching this game of Dotes with me. I will be back. This was only game 1 of a B03 series. So stay tuned. I'm just going to grab some food, some water, and we will have a game pretty shortly here. Let's just... get this going. This is Windstrike 1. Ooh, W. I guess I'm gonna write Windstrike versus Gambit 0. Alrighty. I'm gonna have to reduce this. Alright. That's perfect. Alright. So yeah, we will be back in a couple of seconds. Actually, I mean, they are seconds as well, but about 5 to 10 minutes. Enjoy your royalty-free music, and I'll be right back. Don't leave the stream.
I know all the words, I've heard them in many voices. I feel them within your eyes, I'm judging but disappointed. I'm not the one I used to be, got someone else infusing me. Say, is this when I give or I gave up? It's like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admire, now stuck in such a bad attire.
Get down.
On the road.
Down. Oh my God, some more
Yeah.
money.
Do it for my old homies, they be back home, still homegrown.
Yeah.
Trying hard to get back at it, but no one knows where I'm going.
Yeah.
Running around like a jaguar, now I'm headed back to the tropics. Going hard for my fam, yeah, now I'm headed back with a profit, yeah.
Yeah.
Always one step ahead, but I can't seem to feel a moment. I'll be peeking through doors, every one of them carefully closing. You don't need to tell, I'm out of time. Felt it trickle into the heart of mine. Say, is this when I give or I gave up? It's like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admire, now stuck in such a bad attire.
On the road.
Oh my God, some more
Yeah.
money. Oh my God, some more money.
Yeah.
Will I cry? Will I leave behind broken and crumbled signs, hiding all my roads to you? Uh-oh. And if I fight, will I come to life, calling for all your light? will stay to find every hidden sign, taking all my roads to you. Oh, and I will fight. I will come to life, calling for all your lights, giving my light back to you. Oh, and I've been falling, I've been lost, and I've been calling on my ghosts. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. Oh, and I've been carried, I've been dragged, and I've been lucky, torn inside. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. I'm coming home. And I've been falling, I've been lost, and I've been calling on my ghost. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. Oh, because I'm coming home, coming home.
I am not the victim of this love affair. You can make me go away. I don't really care if it's getting fair. I just wanna love you, babe. You got me around your finger, got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I have never given
Don't stop, turn off the lights. Nauseous when I wake up. Don't quit, I fell for you. Don't break it in two. Long time before I knew us two would follow through. Hold out, don't give it up. Good things can come to those who wait. 'Cause you make me feel like this is for real. And I want you till dreams grow on the moon. If you're a falling star, I wanna fly with you. I want you till it falls out the sun. It's standing up for you. It's standing up for you. Standing up. Standing up for you.
All right, we are back, guys. How are you doing?
Standing up for you.
Yeah, sorry for taking so long.
Break down when we're apart.
All right,
Dire team.
sorry for
ban.
taking so long. I was trying to make food, but the games are so fast I cannot keep up. So I'm not gonna be able to actually eat. And I have this beautiful bowl of noodles in front of me, and unfortunately, I can't eat them because I have to stream, or else everyone's going to leave. So Laundred Brewmaster this time got snatched by Gambit. So they steal the Brewmaster, but they still want to play that Laundry. They think it's actually pretty good. The Chan was not removed. I wonder if they're gonna go back to the Chan eventually, or if Windstrike is going to remove it. Brewmaster is probably going to be a support this game. Yeah, let's see what happens. How are you guys doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. Thank you all for being here.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Affects heroes, including illusions and clones. Creep heroes and buildings. All other units are completely unaffected. Huh. I wonder if that actually changed or not. Well, no time to wonder. Yeah, we're talking about the magnetic field. I think at some point it worked on catapults, because I would always see. Oh, thank you very much for your sub. I would always see our coordinates trying to use it. Apparently, it doesn't work on catapults. So, my bad. Thank you very much for the sub, by the way. Really appreciate it, guys. And now, Windstrike, they're taking their time here with the last band of the second phase. They removed the Venomancer. Very team fight-ish type of hero.
Radiant team ban.
And they're going to take the Bane out as well. All right. On the side of Gambit here, I'm actually surprised with this Bane. Why did they take it out? Am I not? I guess,
10 seconds
maybe they just want to pick a hero that is pretty weak versus the Bane. Maybe a Morphling. Morphling is still in the
5
pool.
seconds remaining.
The PA and the Magnus were already removed, with the Drow and the Beastmaster as well. So they don't want to play versus the Beastmaster, and they steal the Brew for themselves. They also removed the OD. So this is going to be a pretty much complete new draft for Windstrike. I think their carry was in our coordinate, so they can still go for it, but they're not going to have the aid of that Brewmaster with the Vlads as well as the attack speed. Now, Gambit, what do you
Radiant
pick?
team
You're going to
pick.
remove the Elder Titan? All right. Yeah, I mean, the kinetic field with the Stomp is pretty annoying. Burrow Strike sets up the Stomp as well. And they're going to get the Grimstroke in the third phase. Okay. Oh, the letter's on the screen? Okay, sorry.
10 seconds remaining.
All right. Can Brewmaster make PA hit and crit herself for 1k plus damage? I think so. Yes. Okay, so
Radiant team pick.
we're going to pick a tiny for Windstrike. Now, that is a hero that faded away a little bit. There were so many changes. There were a lot of changes. I think you don't have the extra damage on tree grab when you deny, so your laning stage is a little bit weaker. Avalanche is now completely different. Avalanche was reworked, right? It just like keeps mini stunning for a while instead of one stun. And there's also the change on the Ava Toss combo. It deals more damage now, so that is good. That is a buff for Tiny. And they're going to pick an Undying on the side of Gambit. So they don't really have the fast attack speed heroes, so they do get that Tombstone. And the Arc Warden, once again, for Windstrike, it looks like Gambit, they feel like they can fight it. So let's see what they can. I mean, they banned an Elder Titan instead of the Arc Warden, right? I was pretty surprised by that. So let's see if they have a counter, because if you look at it, the PA ban right at the start. Yes, PA is a very popular hero, but when you ban the PA, it just makes playing Arc Warden so much easier. And, you know, Gambit, they removed the draw. I don't know. I don't think the Elder Titan would be as much as a problem as that Arc Warden. It felt pretty impactful in the first game. But maybe they think they can crush the lanes, and if the lanes from Windstrike... The Arc Warden was doing pretty bad when we started casting, right? He was not doing well at all. So if they can win the Arc Warden lane and all the other lanes, then you can win Dota 2. Very good logic.
Dire team ban.
Sorry about the sound, guys. I am eating a bowl of ramen. I'm starving right here. They're going to remove the laner. Huh. Why would you take the Lina here? I mean, I guess Lone Druid is a little bit burstable, and he is going to be in the middle lane, I assume. He played middle in the first game. This time, I think, we don't know whether the Sand King or the Tiny are going to be in the offline. So that's pretty good for Windstrike. It's harder for them to actually pick their lanes. Let's see if with the last pick here, Windstrike can actually showcase more of their draft. They're lacking, I assume, a mid hero. Because they played the Arc Warden in the safe lane last time, and I don't think they're going to change. But Windstrike, they need to ban first. I don't know, actually. What do you take out here? I think they need a safe laner, so you take another gap closer that you were afraid of. Riki, Kappa, Anti-Mage. This is not a bad Anti-Mage game, but Anti-Mage could be okay, actually. They're gonna take the TA, so they think the Lone Druid is going to be safe lane. Or maybe they just don't want to play versus TA. Well, let's see. Where is Bucharest? I am not sure. Where's the scam/cuckoo drama video? Did you delete it? Yes, the audio was awful, and I was not aware that Valve had already responded when I posted it, so the video made no sense. They're gonna grab a Pugna, so that is going to be their mid laner, most likely. It could be like mid-tiny with offlane Pugna, depending on what Gambit goes for. So yeah, let's wait it out here. They actually moved... Yeah, I guess, you can always safe lane the Druid, so removing the TA is good. Like, if you know you're going for Pugna, just remove the TA first. Thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate it, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to help me out, you like my work, you like my casting, make sure to drop by the Twitch stream and follow me there, or sub on YouTube. Really helps me out. Gambit Esports. What are you going for now? You're against this Pugna. I think Anti-Mage is probably their best option in terms of being good in the game, but not necessarily is a hero that they play, that they practice with, that they believe in. So if they're not going for the AM, what could they go for? A meta hero. So you want a hero that can gap close on the arc warden. PA is banned, so no PA. The I was right.
Hero.
Thank you. One day I'm gonna be hired. For now, though, I mean, come on, chat. Just give me a few claps. I need the reassurance. You know, it's been a pretty hard week for me. Anyways, let's get the poll going here. You guys can vote whether Windstrike or Gambit is going to win. So let's go here. Let's get a poll going. Glap. So who is winning game 2? Type 1 for Windstrike and type 2 for Gambit. So have fun, boys. All right. There you have it. Game 2 between Gambit and Windstrike. It's going to be Silent playing the Arc Warden once again. Iceberg on to Pugner. I'm going to have an Anti-Mage for Gambit and a Lawn Druid for Alpha Ninja. I'm still hungry, guys. Sorry. But yeah, make sure to vote if you're on YouTube. Drop by the Twitch stream. Be a nice guy. You know, have fun with the rest of us. If you can't, if you don't want to, it's okay. And there you have it. Game 2 is about to start, and I'm feeling pretty confident about this game. I think it's going to be way better than Game 1. Alright, boys, let's go. Let me just get my little thing going here. Alright, it looks like Windstrike has the advantage here. People are confident in the Anti-Mage. Alright. Looks like the Lone Druid goes straight up for warding here. 345 move speed on that boy. That's a lot of move speed. He's gonna lay the ward pretty fast. And even the Pugna, not as fast as that guy. He even has to wait a little bit. Will they get vision of that? They won't. So, it's gonna be okay.
Are you ready to rub?
Alright, let me take the poll out here. Thank you all for voting, participating, and being cool. Alright, so we're gonna have an offlane here with the Sand King as well as the Disruptor. So this is a position 3 Sand King and a position 4 Tony. Silent already has a Clarity going here, so he's been spamming a lot of Spark Wraiths. It looks like the Bear probably tanked most of it. And they're trying to pressure the Bear here. He's trying to get the runes. The Bear already took about 30% of his HP, so I'm not sure if they're gonna force this too much more. The Bear just makes sure that they can go for this. There's no stuns on the side of Windstrike because Tree Grab was already learned, and they know it. So they're gonna try and go forward here with the Drunken Brawler as well as the Inkswell. A lot of damage here being applied onto the Tiny, but they're not gonna have anything else. In the bottom lane, we already see Dashak with his Anti-Mage, 6 Tangos as well as 1 Salve. Buys himself the Quelling Blade, and the game, boys, is about to begin. So Pugna versus Lone Druid. Pugna usually wins lanes by using the Crepify on allies, but on enemies. But since the Lone Druid has an ally, it's actually harder for the Pugna to actually deny that hero from getting last hits. The bottom lane here, it looks like Grada actually started with the third skill. You don't see that very often, but since he's against too many heroes, he felt like that could be the best approach. Vance Cardo, pretty beefy here, 16 strength, just zoning the poor Disruptor away. And thank God for him, he's a little bit faster. He's exactly 1 move speed faster than the Undying. Now Grada taking so much damage from this Undying. Jesus Christ. There's only... I think this Caustic was a mistake. This boy is just destroying them right now. And it looks like the Shock is going to be farming just fine here. Very low HP on the Sand King. Minus 16 strength just on him. Now goes back to 12. Alright, the Inkswell on to Silent. Do they have enough damage? The stun is going to come through, but they don't have the follow-up damage. What do I type in console? It's just this thing that makes the camera goes woo like this instead of going super fast. Since it has this deceleration, it is more pleasing to the eye, and people like it. Vanskor, still level 1, finally gets level 2, learns So Rip immediately. He's probably trying to look for a kill, but for now no one is actually low enough so that he can burst. Does get a 2-man DK right here. Nonrad is going to be forced out. In fact, he's not level 2 just yet. This safe lane from Gambit doing pretty well in these early stages. Looks like Kingar is level 2 as well. They do get level 2 on this on the safe lane of Windstrike. And ooh, yeah. Oh, this is hard. The Tiny gets it. Alright, so in terms of middle lane here, 6 CS for the Lone Druid against 14 and 5. So I think maybe I underestimated, but I think the Pugna shouldn't be winning this hard. Oh, it looks like we have first blood. I'm sorry, I was just babbling. Sorry for the teachers, boys. It's actually the anti-mage that gets first blood out of every single hero. So this is just... I think they have to do something about this lane. I don't think they should let this anti-mage free farm like this, because he's going to get massive, and I think he's their win condition. I think this anti-mage deals well with everything that Windstrike has. They will commit a mango here onto the Pugna, just trying to push this. The Undying is actually pretty low here. Will he die? The Caustic actually procs, the Thunderstrike doing a lot of damage. They do not have Glimpse, but he also doesn't have any mana for any other spells. Oh, Vanskor is pretty low. What? I'm pretty sure he didn't have to die there, but he will perish finally. I guess he bought out, so maybe he doesn't care. He just wanted to go as fast as possible back to the fountain. Spark Wraith gets laid out by Silent, just trying to farm here. 14 CS, not too shabby, but look at the anti-mage, 16 and 14. He's been getting pretty much every CS and every deny. Nice. Avalanche here, can they get a toss back to the tower? Yes, they can, but it's only a Crapo, and it looks like the Tiny is almost dead there. A lot of damage coming through with that Ink Swell. Yamichi, you need to be careful, sir. That Stroke of Fate could kill you. He pops a shtick. And it looks like they're not going to be able to find any kills here. Brewmaster pops his own self. He's going to be fully prepared to keep laning here in the middle lane. It looks like the disadvantage just keeps increasing. 26 and 11 for the Pugna. So at least they have that. At least this middle lane is winning very hard to maybe mitigate a little bit of the anti-mage. But the anti-mage just destroys the Pugna, to be fair. I don't think this Pugna is going to be enough. He does dive. Alpha Ninja here. Can he actually get the bear kill? Yes, he can. 300 gold going towards the Pugna. Pretty poggers right there. And he goes back. Oh! 15 HP. He's going to survive. Bottom lane. It does look like the anti-mage got surpassed quite a bit by the Pugna. One of those CSs is actually a bear, so misleading. That is like 10 CS worth of, I guess 8 CS worth of gold. Spark Wraith gets laid out. Zoning Kingar is going to clip on him anyways. Can he actually find this kill? 6 seconds for the Avalanche, but he actually gets the toss down. And in the bottom lane, they actually lose the sinking at the same time. And the Grimstroke also dies. Everyone's dying. Nice haste room rotation here by Iceberg. Looking for the bounties. And they will go for a Jacuzzi bath together. Alright, in the bottom lane. Anti-Mage already level 4 here. Has 2 Wraith Bands. Looks like he wants to get the HP regen from that ring. Actually has the gold, but doesn't... he doesn't have a shop nearby. He could buy it using the carrier, but doesn't look to be interest for now. F1 pops that Spirit Link. Oh, the Decrepify with the Nether Blast. That's a lot of damage, but it does get mitigated a little bit. Whoa. Alright. Now the anti-mage here gets Thunderstroke. I don't really want to commit the Glimpse, it looks like. Doesn't even have Glimpse, actually. Learns the level 2 Thunderstrike. Usually people will just get 1 point of the skill, but it looks like things change a little bit. Kingar finds the Tiny right here. A lot of damage coming through thanks to the Catapult. Stroke of Fate does clip Silent. But with the Tiny behind him, they don't want to dive. In terms of the middle lane, Lone Druid still struggling. He's being doubled in terms of CS here. 41-15 against 24, so definitely not a great lane for him, unfortunately. The Sand King Burrow strikes away, and the Anti-Mage already level 5 in a little bit here. Let's check his items. He finally gets the ring. He's getting pretty close to level 6. He blinks forward. Where is the glimpse? There's no glimpse, and it looks like the Disruptor is not going to die because there's no level 6 just yet. But you have to be careful. He's going to get it very, very shortly, and there is no mana, so there's definitely good potential here. Let's see if the Anti-Mage can actually go for display. He knows he's going to get level 6 eventually. He knows it. Oh! Doesn't go, and that is good because there was a Sand King waiting for the short there. Stroke of Fate. They're trying to disengage. Nice Spark Wraith. Not enough damage though. The raindrops mitigating that partially. And the tower in the middle lane did fall. The Pugna having an amazing game here. 49-18. He's going to TP back to the fountain right now. Pretty happy with himself, and he's going for a Vega. Already has double no Talisman and Arcanes. So that's a very impressive early game by the Pugna. Is that a new mic? Alrighty. Mr. Antimago here with the boots. 2 Wraith Bands already going for the treads. Half an each. Oh. Grabs that one. Hello, hello. The Tiny shows up here. Just trying to be pesky. Oh, hello. Burrow Strike with... Oh, they reflect. What? Okay. Doesn't really reflect much. Iceberg tries to go for a life drain here. Doesn't really get the Q onto Vanskar. It's pretty tanky with the extra 12 strength, and he will be able to disengage the disarm onto the Anti-Mage. While Iceberg just makes sure to cut up the wave, but he's taking a lot of tower damage here. I'm surprised he's playing that bold, considering there is Mana Void available for the Anti-Mage. But he has the backup of 2 heroes. He also gets a cell from an ally, and now they will actually TP King R as well as glyph this tower. They also glyph the Dire Crypts. Burrow Strike finds the Anti-Mage. They will get the disarm. Trying to reflect it, not fast enough, but they do get the silence onto the Pugna, trying to disengage. The Inkswell is actually going to hit on the Iceberg. Can they actually get a good Mana Void? Oh, that is a kill, and now Anti-Mage is going to blink out. He actually survives, and they will also maybe find Nongrata. It doesn't look like they will. He's outside of the... Oh, boy. Okay, the Lobster's gonna be... Will you cast NIP versus Vega? If you guys want me to cast, I will. So that is a pretty good start here for the Anti-Mage in terms of win probability. We're at around 75% already, so that's pretty good. Guys, I'm gonna get a sip of my ramen. So if I lose a kill right now, you can blame the Japanese. Come on, guys, please. I'm not racist.
Radiant are scanning.
Noodles are actually Chinese, so okay. I'm not gonna say anything anymore. I'm just gonna.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All right. Feeling pretty good. That's a good bowl of ramen. Oh, hello, Iceberg. He's gonna get silenced. Stroke of Fate. The Inkswell can they actually get this kill. They even drop the Tombstone. Nice avalanche on 3 heroes. They Grabify onto the bear, trying to buy time, but they will lose the Pugna, or will they? They will. And now Vanskar, he's a bit of a pickle here. The Burrow Strike is going to find him, and the damage from that sensor would actually throw the Lobster forward, and that is a kill, but they trade Pugna for Undying. Definitely not good for the side of Windstrike. Alright, so only 1,000 gold lead, but about 75% chance of Gambit winning. That's how good the Anti-Mage pick was this game, and Gaben agrees with me. Alright, the Sandstorm is going to be laid out. He knows that there's no vision because he has his own little center right there. He's just using his Caustic here to clear up the camps as fast as possible. The Catapult doesn't really want to play with him. Just aggro's onto the creeps. Nice smoke gank here coming from Windstrike. I wonder if they can actually find the Anti-Mage. No, they can't because he already TP top and they're just grouping up for this. Can they actually get a good clap onto Yamichi? They will get the clap. The toss back, but they already got the slow. And now Anti-Mage trying to move forward. Nice avalanche holding Anti-Mage in place. Another Spark Wraith. Can they actually get on top of that Tony? Oh, they don't really get the perfect Static Storm. The glimpse is going to be off the mark. He doesn't reflect the glimpse anyways. They find the bear, so that is 300 gold going towards the side of Windstrike. And this Arc Warden is farming very well. Way better than the first game, but you also have bigger problems ahead of you, and it's going to be that Anti-Mage from Gambit. Thank you very much for the follow, guys. Really appreciate you.
Dire's structures
Okay.
are fortified.
They're gonna group up for this tower once again. The Lobster TP trying to dissuade Gambit from going any further. They do get a good route here. The Sandstorm dissuading them from going any further. They're gonna toss. Oh, the damage is insane here. And Mitch looking for that Avalanche. Doesn't find it. An Iceberg. He's going to zoom them out thanks to his Nether Blasts. Alright. The fight on 100 with the Life Drain. They're trying to chase Iceberg. He's not gonna get hit by the clap. But look at that beautiful glimpse. Just sending the Brewmaster out. He doesn't commit the Brew Split. Didn't feel like that was a good fight for him. And the Anti-Mage just keeps on farming here. In terms of net worth, he is doing pretty well. 5.5k net worth. Already has the Perseverance, 2 Wraith Bands. Oh, thank you very much for a sub, Prolord. Although it's only 1 viewer. I do appreciate it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright. Iceberg just forcing the tower here. Doesn't have his level 10 talent just now, for now, so he needs to be careful. He does get a lot of HP once he learns the talent. Top lane, they find the Anti-Mage. I'm sorry, they find the Arc Warden. I'm so dyslexic. Oh. At the same time, tier 2 tower here being attempted. They do commit the glyph and they do have the disruptor to maybe cancel some TPs, get some good glimpses. Nice fear spell, but it's not very high level. The Static Storm with the Decrepify, not only they find the tower, it looks like Avalanche is going to fall. The Avalanche is off the mark. They do get the glimpse back and they find this kill. The Soul Rip is insane. Do they have enough damage? They don't. And look at that. The Grimstroke shows up and he gets that Soul Bind off. They do get the kill, but they lose 3 heroes here. The Arc Warden also die top. And yeah, not the greatest start here for Windstrike. Even though it's less than 1,000 gold advantage, it does look like Gambit, they have the upper hand. And Anti-Mage is farming so fast. Already has the recipe for the battlefield. Just needs the Demon Edge. Silent is farming pretty fast as well. He's going for that Midas, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Time will tell. So in terms of towers here, Windstrike, they were able to acquire 3 towers. And on the side of Gambit, they were able to acquire 1 tower. Only this top one right here. Non grata though. Make sure to push. Alright. Smoke Gank here coming from Gambit. Do they have any initiation items? They actually don't. But, oh, it's pretty laggy here. Hello?
Radiant are scanning.
They're gonna commit the Primal Split. The smoke ends up fading away because of it. Can they actually find the Pugner here? They're gonna lift him. It looks like there was a glimpse onto the Lundred, but he's back. They're gonna put him back. The Silence is on top of him, and he's gonna be taken out. Oh, nice bubble, but not enough mitigation here. Silent is also going to be chased down. The clap is going to be here. He needs to disengage. Silent commits the Fluxus onto this Brewmaster, but the damage is insane. Another Magnetic Field, but it doesn't seem to be enough. Nice Static Storm holding them in place, but the Stroke of Fate finds a kill on the Arc Warden. They're trying to chase for more. Can he at least get this Brewmaster? The clone is trying to go for it, but look at that. The King R Grimstroke tanks the damage from the Spark Wraith, making sure that they find 2 kills here and they don't lose anyone. They will try and get on top of the King R Grimstroke, but they actually lose the Disruptor for it. Very impressive fight by Gambit, and while all of that is happening, the Anti-Mage not only finishes his Battle Fury, it looks like he's going to find himself a beautiful Juicy Lobster. Doesn't have his Mana Void, but he's gonna get the kill nonetheless. It's actually Vanscore that steals the kill. He's like, dude, you've been farming the entire game. Just give me some gold. Alright. Even taunts with his silver line here. The Undying. I really like this Zone Plus feature. It's pretty cool. Alright. The Arc Warden here. Forming pretty fast, but still doesn't have the Midas. And Anti-Mage is just going ham right now. Already has 2 Wraith Bands, has the Battle Fury going for Yasha next. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't have the Quallen Blade. Oh, hello. Understrike onto Vanscore. The Glimpse is available. They will get it here. Now the Inkswell, they want to turn this around, but the damage he's taking because of the Nether Ward and also the Nether Blast is insane. It looks like they will just farm. Oh, buying time here, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to save this Nether Ward. In fact, it is going to be farmed eventually here by the Lone Bear. Alrighty. Bottom lane, the Tiny is farming. He has phase boots. Wants to actually get a blink dagger, but it's gonna take a while. Lone Druid going for a Maelstrom, so he's going for the range build. Let's check everyone's items, in fact. Our Coordinate has a Midas and a Necronomicon. The Tiny with phase boots, Pugna, Aetherlands, and Veil. No surprises there. Disruptor doesn't really have much. And the Sand King with a Vanguard of all items. So non-grata, he wanted to go for the tanky build, but now that he doesn't have the mobility, he cannot disengage from this Anti-Mage, and he's just going to be right-click down and chase to the ends of the world. Nice dominating streak for the Anti-Mage. The Mana Void seals the deal.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alright. Iceberg here trying to do damage to the tower. He has this ward to work with, so he feels pretty safe going for this place. Also has the Aetherlands, allowing him to commit those spells from a safer range. But they know exactly where he is. They will drop a Spark Wave here, revealing the Brewmaster he has. Vlad's doesn't really want to engage for now. In the top lane, we do see a lot of pressure coming from Aphrodite and his bear. Can they actually get a good fight here? They will find a Grimstroke. So maybe this is enough for them to actually get this tower. They will actually TP a hero here. Can they maybe cancel the TP from Aphrodite? Look at that. The Static Storm just blocking his path. They also have the Epicenter, the Glimpse Back. Where's the Burrow Strike? There you have it. They're gonna find the Lone Druid. That is a very important kill. He was third in the net worth. So not only they pressure this tower, they defend their tower while getting the kill. Pretty good. Midas is now done for the Arc Warden, but it doesn't seem to be enough for him to actually get on top of the Anti-Mage's farm. In fact, Anti-Mage is just getting on top of Tiny as we speak. There's no mana left. There's no stick charges. Tiny is a pretty hard kill to find, though. So Dashak with the Yasha, he's just going to be farming waves. He's going to get more out of the map by just getting a support 4 times. In the middle lane, they are trying to force this. The Nether Ward, the Life Drain does find the Undying. They will get a clap here. Nice Primal Split. And they find any kills. Doesn't look like they have the follow-up. They're going to get the Sinus onto Iceberg. He's trying to run away. The damage from the Pandas is there, but it doesn't seem to be enough. At the same time, in this part of the map here, they're going to get the Grimstroke out as well. There's a lot of damage, but on Grata, he wants to get the Grimstroke, and he will find the second kill for Windstroke. As that happens, it looks like the Anti-Mage actually found the Pugna here. Very, very good kill. And as we talked about, the Pugna just doesn't stand a chance versus the Anti-Mage. And now with that Vlad's, they're just going to join the Roshan pit here with no cares. Oh boy. They're going to commit a Jacuzzi bath here. But can they stop this Roshan attempt? It doesn't look like they can. Oh, lag. Oof. Okay. Oh, we're back. It's a very short lag. Roshan will fall. No response in terms of win probability. We're still at about 75%. The Arc Warden is now ahead of the Pugna and the Lone Druid. Still, doesn't seem to be fast enough to compete with the Anti-Mage. They will find an Undying here. The double flux with the Spark Waves. That is an easy kill for them. So, pretty happy about it. Alright. Windstrike, they keep on forming the Radiant Jungle for now. And it looks like the Brewmaster probably going blink, you know, after that Vlad's. Not really sure, but probably. Oh, a WF will be forced away from the Lone Druid. They're gonna drop another ward. They really want to get this tower. The Nether is flying out. Oh, that is the main Arc Ward, and you really need to be careful here. They're gonna try and get a good Static Storm. That is a dead Brewmaster. Now they're gonna glimpse this boy out. Can they? Oh no. There you have it. The Anti-Mage just wants to find the kill. The Decrepify trying to run away. Can this Pugna disengage? No, he can't. And now the Arc Warden is also going to fall. It looks like the Epicenter was enough to find the Lone Druid, but this Anti-Mage will reign supreme. The Grimstroke out just binding the Arc Warden with the rest of everyone. Oh, and Yamich, he had that Blink Dagger ready. Can they get this boy? He cannot. And he's going to live to tell the tale of the Anti-Mage. Yeah, he has the Aegis in hands anyway, so even if they found the kill, it was only going to be the Aegis. Gonna get a good Shrine Bath right here. And yeah, Dashak with the Manta already completed. It looks like Sky is going to be his next item of choice. Level 19. Guys, if I'm not responding, I don't know if what is the cooldown on anti-mage spell shield. It is pretty long, actually, very balanced. It's 3 seconds. But yeah, I think the chat could be broken. I don't know. It's been weird. You know, usually there's a lot of YouTube comments and there's no YouTube comments at all. Usually Twitch doesn't really have a lot of people because there's a lot of people that watch from Gosu Gamers or from Join Dota, so they don't have the Twitch chat open because they're watching on another website. Non-Grata here tries to burrow strike away, will be successful in doing so, but this little bug here, very pesky to deal with. And Non-Grata, he pops his Crimson Guard, but it doesn't seem to be enough. He's going to be jumped here, another silence come through, and they will get a godlike streak for the anti-mage. Having a perfect game pretty much. 9-0-1, 211 CS, 22 minutes in, almost 10 CS a minute, while getting so many kills. So as that happens, they will rotate the Pugna to the top lane. Has the Nether Ward here trying to get the tower, but he's not, yes, not that confident here. Ooh, we'll just lose the Nether Ward, unfortunately. Tiny has that Blink Dagger. Maybe they can find a good kill right here. The Decrepify onto F1H, whereas the Avatos. Alright, the Avatos gets committed. They do send the Brewmaster to the top lane. Nice Grimstroke out, binding both the Pugna. And oh boy, boy! That is a Mana Void to behold. Nice blink out from the Tiny. It looks like he is fast enough, whereas the Avalanche back. He is trying to run away. Oh, tosses away, but it's not going to matter. They're going to lift him up. He's gonna be put to death eventually. Hello, the fear spell, the damage. He doesn't have avalanche. They drain his mana. One boop, but it's just his last dying breath. Non-Grata trying to look for the Grimstroke, does not find him, and the gold advantage starts to pile up. And look at that, that's a 90% win rate for Gambit, even though this is only a 4,000 gold lead. Boy, there is a spelling mistake to your title. Oh, now I have to check it. Gamibt. Sorry. I was in a hurry. Fixed. Thank you very much. Oh, the glimpse onto the anti-mage. Can he actually find this boy? Nope. He's going to blink out the TP. Not fast enough. That 2.5 blink cooldown reduction. Proving to be pretty annoying to deal with. Now the Tiny will farm some tomatoes here. Oh, hello. There is an anti-mage. Nice glimpse away. It doesn't look like he has enough chasing power, but Scotty already done onto this bad boy, so he can chase anyone down. That Scotty is so... Oh, 420 move speed. The memes are there. So they're going to move forward here. They still have a little bit of Aegis Generation. Actually, as I speak, it just expires. And it looks like they will claim a tier 2 tower here. The only tower remaining, the only outer tower remaining for Windstrike is this one. And it looks like they want to smoke. Maybe already expecting Gambit to go for this tower, but the anti-mage is not there. The anti-mage is just farming. So if they can get this fight, this could be pretty good. The Burrow Strike is going to be here. Can they actually get this fight? The TP from the anti-mage is swift and fast, and he's already here in this fight. He pops the spell shield. They're trying to fight. He will lose the Laundry in this fight, but the Archon already dead. Looks like Silent didn't stand a chance against that bad boy. Nice Epicenter is slowing them down with the Avalanche, but it's not enough to actually stop this anti-mage. He's way too tanky. Now he gets on top of the Tiny, and he's going to get bashed by Aegis. He's going to fall, and they lose 4 heroes on the side of Windstrike, whereas Gambit only lost the Lone Druid. The kisses flying out, and now it's on Iceberg to try and defend and do shit, but he's not going to be able to do much. Look at that. Pugna is not going to get fast enough here to this Bounty Rune, but maybe he could punish King R. He's not going to be able to. Very unfortunate, but yeah, the Oracle is... I'm sorry, the Grimstroke is going to be fine. Why is Fear playing as a spell nowadays? He used to be a good player back in the EG days. Kappa. Alright, so... That anti-mage pick was so good! Jesus, that was so good. Looks like Afro Ninja. Oh, hello. There's going to be a burst right here. They do get the Decrepify trying to get on top of him, but now there's no attacks. The Fear Spell zoning the Sensing away, and they don't even find that kill. They will try and find Kingar here. Do they get the glimpse? Yes, they do. And now Static Storm for the Grimstroke. Alright.
Dire's
They do get that kill, but how are they going to handle this Anti-Mage? Now he's going to blink out. Ended up going for the Agility. He's farming so fast, Jesus. Oh, top lane. Looks like Master's just clapping shit. Clap. Clap. Oh, we have two heroes here. No Static Storm. But maybe, just maybe, they could find a good jump. Pugna, can they find this Undying? They really want to get it. They really want, and they will get vision. They will get a glimpse with the Decrepify Life Drain, and that is a Q as well as a Tombstone that they can indulge on. Nicely done. 200 plus gold.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright. AM Illusions here doing quite a bit of damage, and also tanking the tower, allowing a lot of damage to actually come through here. Nice Burrow Strike forward. Non-grata. We'll pop that sensor in here. But the Illusions, Jesus, they're fearless. And yeah, they lose about more than 50% of the tower's HP. They also lose the Tiny in the attack. And this game is so weird. Like, it looks like Windstrike might stand a chance, but his Anti-Mage didn't die once, and I don't expect him to die ever. Like, I'm not sure there's any items, there's anything they can get that changes this game. Maybe the eggs on the Disruptor, but as you can see, it's a very long and uphill battle for him to get that item. Pugna has a Linken's at least, so it's going to be harder for him. He doesn't have any actives to actually break the Mana Void. So unless he actually reflects the Decrepify, there's no way for him to actually break it for now. He's going to need an Abyssal Blade, and he's going Butterfly, so it's going to take a while. I mean, in fact, he already has. Oh, hello. Maybe a career kill? Okay. So they do know exactly where Gambit is. Can they actually make use of this information by pressuring the tower, by doing anything? I do like that the Arc Warden is going for Side of Eyes. I think that is one of the few ways they can actually control and kill the Anti-Mage. I mean, since you're going to get 2 of it, but it just looks like they like damage. They like physical damage. A lot of their damage, you know. The Pugna, pretty much only magical. The Tiny, the same thing. The Senkin, pretty much the same thing. Nice creep cutting by Non-Grata here in the lane. The scan from the Radiant looking for a smoke or anything. And in terms of Roshan, it's going to take 1 minute. So, Windstrike, they're trying to split push the waves. They're trying to fort. Oh! Spell shield, boys. Ingar. Silent. Just disengaging here. Has Midas. Ooh, Iceberg. Oh, they know exactly where they are. Alright, the Burrow Strike is going to be here with the Decrepify and the Nether Ward. Okay, so they're gonna find those kills, but can they actually farm these tombstones fast enough? The Fear Spell just zoning them out, and now they're gonna blink in with the Brewmaster. Nice Burrow Strike out, trying to disengage. They will TP the Pugna away, and it looks like they do disengage those tombstones without losing too much. Roshan, though, about to respawn in 5 seconds. They actually find a kill onto the Grimstroke. The Arc Warden starting to get beefier. But yeah, what about Roshan? I'm not sure they're going to be able to stop this. There's a double damage on the Anti-Mage, and he has a Sky Butterfly. This boy is right-clicking for days. And there you go. We're gonna get the Aegis for the Anti-Mage. For now, the cheese is going to be on to the Brewmaster, but I do expect them to swap it around. Maybe give it to the Lone Druid. I don't know. After how many minutes does Roche respawn? You have 8 minutes of no idea when Roche is going to respawn, and then it could take from 2 to 4 minutes for it to respawn. Actually, from 0 to 4 minutes to respawn. So, yeah, it could either be 8 minutes or 12 minutes. It's random. Okay, Tiny just hiding here. I guess he wants to cut one wave before he gets out. Top lane, we do see the lobster here trying to push up the waves. But the waves are very, 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 very pushed on the side of Windstrike, so it's a pretty hard game for them. And it looks like, I mean, if things continue as they are, this looks like a pretty straightforward game 3 here. The win probability very, very high. The anti-mage just farming non-stop. Didn't die once, 420 last hits. Oh. In top lane, we do see the Pugna here. Has a lot of gold, actually. I wonder what he's going for. Well, I hope he's going back to the base because a Gambit, they just want to end this game right now. They have the entirety of their team in this middle lane here. The Lone Druid, the Aegis, the Anti-Mago, they do play some sentries. Oh, BKB4, they just want to fight and they will zone our corner. No way, nice. Static Storm holding both the Bear and the Anti-Mage, but it's not enough damage. Transport trying to zoom them out with the Tombstone. The Nether Ward is also going to be popped and they will get the Primal Split Tower already down. Spell Shoot trying to disengage. They will get a Nava here. They're going to lift the Arc Warden. Oh, they also lift the... Yep, the Sand King, BKB onto a Phonange. No BKB on the Anti-Mage. He doesn't need it. Look at the Crimson Guard, though, tanking those buildings quite a bit, especially with the Magnetic Field. So it looks like Gambit. Oh, they're going to toss back the Anti-Mage. Can he actually find this kill? No, the Spell Shoot reflects the Burrow Strike, and they're trying to get a kill onto him. The Inkswell doesn't find anyone, and Gambit, they once again disengage. They're going to glimpse a Phonange back. They don't find that kill either. So they definitely can fight if, you know, they're defending an objective.
Radiant's top tower is under
If they're
attack.
defending an objective.
Radiant
You have the Crepify, you have the Magnetic Field, you have the Crimson Guard. It is hard for them to actually commit for a lane, but
Radiant's top tower has
yeah.
fallen.
At the same time, if the only thing you can do is defend your towers, then you're in a
Radiant are scattered.
huge problem here. The Arc Warden actually gives up onto the side of Ice. It looks like he's going MKB next to handle the evasion from the Anti-Mage. The bottom lane, we do see the Sentinel here. He is going for a Lotus Orb. Can you reflect the Spell Shoot? Like if you have a Lotus Orb and a Burst Strike. Oh, no. Abyssal Blade ready. So the Lincoln Sphere onto the Pugna, not as effective anymore. Beyond Godlike Streak for this boy. And 40 seconds with no Tiny. So this is going to be super costly. He bought this 4-staff, it looks like. And now he doesn't have buyback for half a minute. Let's see how much Gambit is going to pressure this. Aegis still up for about 1 minute and 30 seconds, so they definitely want to go for the spell. She's going to be committed. Iceberg doesn't fall for it. Now that the Crepify is going to be there, somehow Alright, the damage coming through. Magnetic Field is there with the Burrow Strike. They also try and do as much damage as possible with the Static Storm. Disarmed Anti-Mage, a lot of damage coming through. They do not have another Magnetic Field for a while, and the damage, even with the Crimson Guard, is there. Another Magnetic Field finally gets laid out. Primal Split is going to be committed. Can they get these melee barracks? Dashak is fearless. Can they get this? They will bash the Arc Warden, so they will get the first lane of the Gambit. They want to go for more. They blink top. Iceberg trying to look for that Decrepify, but the spell shoot on this boy. Oh, he has Arcane Rune. Jesus Christ. He has almost Eternal counter spell. Alright, Burrow Strike will actually land. They're trying to disengage. The Magnetic Field will hold this top in the barracks. And it looks like Gambit will be forced to disengage, but once again, they don't lose anything. Can they get a good toss back? Yes, they can. A little laggy, but they do get this one with the Burrow Strike. Decrepify, they find that one. For step 4, they won't really find the Tiny. And now they will farm this Tombstone, it looks like.
I'll take your tribute.
For my coffers.
Dire are scanning.
So you guys are...
I'm worth so
yeah, it's not as effective as a Manta dodge because you can dodge more stuff, but at the same time, it has a 3-second cooldown. It's a skill that you can get at level 1, and it is also very low cooldown in comparison to Manta. So that is like, there's no way you can say that counter spell is a nerf. Like, it is a buff. They just got the old skill and they added counter spell on top of it. Like, how can this be a nerf? I mean, how you mean it's harder? You still get the magic resistance regardless. Like, it doesn't change anything. Well, so the anti-mage ended up going for more magic resistance. So he's now at extra 70 magic resistance, putting his total magic resistance at about 80%. So, you know, he's definitely the anti-mage here. I guess, you know, just go Octarine Core anti-mage.
Dire's bottom shrine.
Then you get an arcane rune, and you just use spell shoot eternally. No one will ever get a spell on you. Looks like Shrine's going to fall here. The anti-mage finds a solo kill onto the Tiny once again, so not really the greatest game for this Tiny. 1 and 6 position for Tiny, definitely struggling a little bit here. The Arc Warden gets the MKB, so you know he has a lot of damage. He also has the Hurricane Pike for more attack range, so his attack range is about 700, 900. That's pretty good. But the anti-mage has more range with his blink. He can just get on top of that Arc Warden. They're gonna need more control, and he. Oh, I don't know. Right here, nice tombstone into the high ground. They're gonna commit the epicenter, doing a lot of damage, trying to run away with that Pugna. Magnetic field buying time, but the stroke of fate just getting on top of the Pugna. Can he disengage? It looks like he's not gonna be able to, even with that Crimson Guard. And now they're gonna glimpse. It looks they're gonna glimpse someone away, but it doesn't matter. The damage is just insane. Those little Brewlings are actually just solo killing the Arc Warden right now. They're gonna get a good Abyssal Blade for step 4, trying to protect this Arc Warden. They're gonna toss the Arc Warden away, but it doesn't matter. They're gonna find that one, and he has no buyback. They're gonna lose another hero, and the GG just comes out. It looks like we're going for a game 3 Gambit. They do find their stride with the anti-mage pick, and this is a 1-1. I mean, yeah, you're comparing the Scepter, but you know that was an item that you have to pay 4,000 gold. You get this at level 1 if you want. I mean, yeah, the mechanic is harder, but the fact that it's spammable and the fact that you can choose when you can use is even better, I think. Because before, people could have like, okay, I'm just going to use the shitty spell and then use Side of Ice to be sure it's not going to reflect on me. But now, the anti-mage has the chance of using. So yeah, it's higher skill cap, but it's a buff nonetheless. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate all of you guys being here. We will come back for game 3. And yeah, stay tuned.
Too far, I'm in the dark. Now don't fall, my foolish heart, and don't wait for magic sparks. Make it work, although we get stuck on the low. Breathe out, we can't forget. Hurts like a bayonet. Could you make me feel we're in this for real? And I want you till trees grow on the moon. If you're a falling star, I wanna fall with you. I want you till it falls out the sun. It's standing up for you. It's standing up for you. Ooh, standing up. Standing
I heard laughter, I heard music. I thought, baby, there's no way we could ever lose it. There's no way we could ever break or bruise it. But you threw it on the ground. Down. Everything must everything must end.
I'd give my life, I'd give it all for a look, for a call, for a kiss, for a roll, a part of any universe, of any planet and sky. Brought emotion by your light, you're a star in the night. You keep me up when you say, fall into my arms. Love is strong, come along, fall into my arms. Come on over, let your soul fall into my arms. Finally I can feel you, finally I can see you. Fall into my arms. You move the mountains in my way, make me whole, make me sway, keep me up, keep me sane, and let me love you all the same. Send in the trumpets, send them all, calling fire in the hall. Come to life, let it blow. You give me hope, and I say, do you see me now? Do you see me now? Like I see you now. And I'm calling, fall into my arms. Love is strong, come along, fall into my arms. Come on over, let your soul fall into my arms. Finally I can feel you, finally I can see you. Fall into my arms.
Wanna get closer, wanna come over. I wanna get moving, grooving.
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. Thank you all for being here, for showing up. This is Winstrike versus Gambit Esports. I'm already seeing an anti-mage here, and I am not sure if I like this. You know, the anti-mage was amazing in the first game, but it was amazing because there was already a Pugna and there was already an Arc Warden. So I guess while the anti-mage is a ban to the Arc Warden, you know, it's like you don't have to ban it. At the same time, you just set up Winstrike to pick whatever it is that they... Okay, so one thing to mention here... Oh, that's actually... It's a better anti-mage pick than it looks. So first of all, Winstrike, they banned PA. PA is an anti-mage counter, so they already did that for Gambit. Then, since Gambit actually second picked the anti-mage and they had the fourth pick overall, it allows them to ban both the Slark and the OD afterwards. So now, even though they first phased the anti-mage, this was actually super good for them. So now, you know, after further examination, I think this anti-mage pick might be good enough. You know, they played an amazing anti-mage game and they were able to handle most of the counters here. OD, Slark, and the PA being removed. How can Winstrike actually deal with this? They could maybe pick Faceless Void. You know, the Chronosphere is a hard counter to the anti-mage, and now that the bashes are not magical anymore, you're actually doing more damage to the anti-mage than before. So I wonder if that is the route that they're going to take. Well, anyways, thank you all for being here. Really appreciate your guys' presence. And yeah, hopefully this game's going to be pretty good. You're going to get a Dazzle, so maybe already setting up for that Faceless Void. And I like this. The way they're drafting here, it makes a lot of sense. I really like the way Gambit, it looks like they're just one step ahead in the draft. Like, they tailored this draft perfectly to make a first phase anti-mage just work beautifully. I think I'm going to save this draft because I think this is beautiful. I think a lot of teams could learn from this draft. Very well done here by Alpha Ninja. And now let's see what Winstrike wants to do. So you see that Dazzle. Can you actually pick Faceless Void here? I mean, the anti-mage is usually way away from the Dazzle, right? So it's harder. In a team fight, you can definitely save the anti-mage, but usually when he's farming, when he's just pushing the waves, there's definitely some kill potential there. You just epicenter, you throw yourself into the Chronosphere. Hopefully you're going to do enough damage. For now, Winstrike, they will get that Faceless Void. Please, can someone hire me? I know a little bit of Dota 2. Alright, I've been... Come on. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just would like to cast a tournament one day. You're gonna get the Death Prophet. I am not sure what I think of this Death Prophet pick. I guess you do have the Grave to buy time for your spirits to get that Spirit Siphon. That being said, you know, you are a Death Prophet against a Faceless Void. This hero hates to be bursted down, and they do have the means of bursting you. So I fear for her, but it does give them push that they lacked a little bit, so that is nice. And now Winstrike, what will you remove? They already showed 2 cores, right? Both the Anti-Mage and the Death Prophet. This is most likely going to be a support Brewmaster, so now you have to worry about an offlaner. What are you afraid of here? In terms of offlaners, most of them, actually, so maybe they expect this to be an offlane Death Prophet, and they take the mid-Rubic out. Interesting. Is this Mobile Legend? What? And I'll Gambit. What will you remove? We're just waiting. We're just waiting here for the last ban for Gambit. So they are liking a mid-hero for sure. Maybe you take the Invoker out. Sunstrikes and, you know, Chronospheres are a very, very good combination. So easy to pull off. Eventually there's going to be cataclysms. Cataclysms. And yeah, I think Invoker is probably the safest ban, but maybe they have something else in mind. Maybe this is indeed offlane Death Prophet, and they want to get another mid hero. Even then, there's going to be last pick for Windstrike, so they will have a chance of actually countering the Gambit draft. Let's see. Let's see what they will do.
Dire team pick.
They will take the Shadow Fiend out. I mean, yes, it is a great Iceberg hero. It also, you can do some follow-up damage as a Shadow Fiend when there's a Chrono, getting the raises out, getting your Requiem out. Now, I am curious to see if this is going to be another mid-hero for Gambit instead of the Death Prophet. I like it in theory because I don't think Death Prophet should be your mid-hero in this game. I think she's just going to get manhandled. Just using the hero as a pushing mechanism with the grade paired up, I think that is fine. But having something else, something that can maybe be more active. Whoa, boy! That is a mid-lion, please! Let this be a mid-lion. Oh boy. I am pumped as all hell for this. Oh, I want the mid-lion. I really want it. Let's see what Windstrike is going for, though. Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
What will Windstrike pick? I mean, this could be Spore Lion, Offlane Brewmaster anyways, right? But I would love to see an offlane Death Prophet with the Lion. Ooh, with the Lion in the mid lane. Windstrike. Burning through the reserve time here. They're probably as confused as I am on which heroes will be playing each lane. I wonder if they still consider the Invoker, right? It is available. And it should be... I mean, even Dazzle could be mid for all we know. They have so many different options here for mid lane. And they're going to get the Medusa.
Select your heroes.
Alright, very tanky. Hard to bring down. You can... Okay, it's going to be a King or Lion. Our dreams are dead. It's going to be the most boring support duo of all time, the Dazzle Lion, with Death Prophet being the middle lane and the Brewmaster in the off lane. Yeah, I assume this is going to be an off-lane Brewmaster. On the side of Windstrike, we do have the Iceberg Medusa, Silent playing the Faceless Void, Yamich playing the Elder Titan, with AWF on the Undying, Non-Grata Sand King. So once again, he's going to be playing the Sand King. Hopefully, he's going to have a better game, but the matchup is going to be very similar. He's going to be against that Anti-Mage in the offlane. Alright. How are you guys doing? I'm having a great game. A great game and a great day. So, yeah. Let me just tweet that I'm still casting Dota 2. Oh god. Just a second here. This Gambit, they do have a Twitter. What about Windstrike? Okay, they do have one as well. What is the next game? It's like NIP versus something? No, it's Final Tribe versus Vega, but we have to cast this first. Final Tribe versus Vega. Alright, let's just go. Alright, boys. We have a pause. Feels bad. Okay, so since we have a pause, you guys, based on the draft, can vote which team you think it's going to take this. So who is winning game 3? Type 1 for a Gambit and 2 for Windstrike. Alright. Hey boys, is there any Brazilian team? Well, this is the European qualifiers for the minors. So not in this particular qualifier, but there is a South American qualifier. It just starts a little bit later into the day. Alright, so we are back. Let me just... Oh. Not this one. This one. Okay, let's go. So, yeah. We do have the Undying quickly going for a mid lane ward right here. The Lion also goes for one. They're both undetected to each other just because of the way that they can piece. Alright. In the top lane, we do see Non-Grata and the Elder Titan right here.
Oh, hell yes.
Alright, I'm gonna take the poll out. No one seems to be interested in voting. Dazzle set is Vanscore set. It was made for him.
Seconds to battle.
Oh, really? I actually didn't know about that. That's a pretty cool one. The little claws. Alright. King R here, already in position with his Lion. Okay. So 9 tangles on the Faceless Void. AWF here.
The battle
Already
begins.
setting up. It's going to be a 2-4-2 most likely. Oh. Poison Touch gets committed. Can they go for another hit? They can't, and the Poison Touch will wear off. Very good time walk towards the high ground there, making sure the Gambit wouldn't be able to chase. Well done. Brewmaster here. Hello, Yamich. Gonna boop him once, but there's not much else he can do. The Faceless Void actually gets zoned out. He's gonna be forced to TP here, and if they can actually get a first blood onto him, this could punish Silent very, very much. We're gonna send the anti-mage to the offlane, and also using the Spirit here, it's going to give the Elder Titan at about 30 extra damage. Oh, the Dazzle here taking some tower hits. That's not what you want. And let's check the last hits and denies here to see how well the Medusa is gonna do versus the Death Prophet. I think the Medusa definitely wins this lane. Yeah, let's wait it out and see how it pans. I guess there's not a lot of kill potential. Maybe lucky Mystic Snake could get the kill onto Death Prophet, but the Medusa should definitely not die here now 1 versus 1. The Spirit gets committed here. This is going to be extra 48 damage by on the other Titan, so he makes sure to assert some dominance here against the anti-mage. They do end up sending the Dazzle to the top lane, so it's going to be a 2-4-2 at the end of the day. And now the Poison Touch committed here. WF is trying to zone Vansker, but you need to be careful with those little boops that Poison Touch starting to kick in. The damage still here. 8 strength on the Undying, but slowly and surely the Dazzle making sure that this boy here is taking more and more damage, and he's just going for it. This is just doing a lot of damage here. Jesus Christ. 400, 500, and the Dazzle will finally stop chasing, but he will have Poison Touch. He already has Poison Touch, and that is a nice icon, by the way. Nice Burrow Strike onto the Brewmaster. Has clap in about 1 second. There's not going to be any kills here. Gotta be careful with the Caustic Finale. Oh. Nice deny here in the double damage rune. Alpha Ninja Iceberg actually looking for the courier. Doesn't really get it. And yeah, we're back to the safe lane from Windstrike. In terms of CS here, the Faceless Void is the highest. Looks like the anti-mage is doing okay, but definitely not as well as he would like to. Well, there you have it. First blood. I just missed it. I just alt-tabbed to read the chat. Not sure if you guys know, but my second monitor not working. This cable broke, and I need to get a new cable. Oh, nice Burrow Strike on to Silent Darkshock. Doesn't blink out. It looks like instead of the stun, he actually got Natural Order onto the Elder Titan, so you don't really have to fear. Thank you very much for your AWF. Just being zoned out by Dazzle here. The bottom lane, it looks like his anti-mage is also going to be fine. Astro just gets committed right here. I think it was a smart move from Gambit to not trialing this. After all, you are against another Titan. Getting Spirit on 3 heroes can be super devastating, so I think that's pretty okay. Dazzle is actually handling this lane quite well. The Brewmaster is farming okay-ish. I wonder if he would do better if they just switch the cores. You know, I'm fine with the dual lanes. Okay, I'm just missing every single thing. I don't understand what happened there, but I guess he was trying to go for a deny, so he was not in any fear of dying. But the lion got there. Oh, Burrow Strike will not land, and Non-Grata doesn't actually find that kill. King R, level 2, almost level 3 here. Probably will get the mana drain, level 3, but maybe could decide on getting the Earth Spike. And it looks like he is going for a scouting mission here. Doesn't really rotate towards the middle lane. Thinks that is way too hard of a kill. And now he comes back with that Arcane Rune. Could try and go here onto Yamich, actually holding on all of his spells. Doesn't really want to commit his mana. Pretty interesting. The middle lane, 20 and 2 for the Death Prophet against 19 and 4. So I think this Death Prophet is doing better than I anticipated, if I have to be honest. So we'll commit one Spirit Siphon here. Not a lot of mana on the Iceberg, especially not enough mana for the Mystic Snake. But he's going to be fine. Had a Fairy Fire here. Another kill that I missed. Beautiful. And it looks like Non-Grata, once again, will just keep on farming bottom lane. They are trying to get on top of the other Titan here. We're approaching the 5-minute mark. Arcane Rune still going. They're going to get an Earth Spike here. Can they actually get Yamich? He is very fast thanks to the Spirit, but it wears off and he will get booped by the Anti-Mage. Try to use the tree area there to disengage, but doesn't. And they will send the Undying to the mid lane. He just goes for a warding mission. He doesn't really do much as a rotating hero, so he's just going to quickly run towards the top lane once again. TP from the Elder Titan, and this is a 3-1. What Gaben thinks about this game? About a 60% chance that Windstrike is winning, so the Anti-Mage not as favored when he is against the Faceless Void, it looks like. Alright, he's going to be committed here. Poison Touch response by the Dazzle, but he doesn't actually chase the Undying too much, and the Poison Touch doesn't wear off actually, but look at that. He got debated a little bit, huh? He thought he could actually get that damage going. They will drop the Tombstone, but the Clap actually buys a lot of time here for the Dazzle to disengage. There's going to be a DK in about 2 seconds. Can they actually go for this? They cannot. And now the DK is just going to be applied onto the Brewmaster. He's trying to battle the Sand King. He will be able to disengage with the Sandstorm. Can they get another Clap here? They can, and it looks like a WF will be munched down. DK once again. The damage is about to... They get the kill. Nicely done. It looks like Venskar actually gets Grave as all of that is happening. He will have a Shadow Wave. Pops the Mango. Can they actually get this kill? Non-Grata is so low. The Burrow Strike is there. They will find a kill, but it looks like the Clap. That's a double kill for the Brewmaster. Nicely done. Which team has a better draft? My money is on the team with Anti-Mage. I don't know, dude. I don't know. King R has an Invis Rune, looking for an opening here. Okay. I'm not gonna find anything. Looks like Yamich, already level 3.5, going for boots. Doesn't really have much to his name, unfortunately. The Anti-Mage still level 4, so that's not going to be that free Anti-Mage game that we saw last time, you know. He's doing okay. He didn't die, got 1 kill, but he's only 30 CS. Against, you know, other heroes that are doing better. Against less counters. So, yeah. Let's wait it out. Non-Grata gets his level 5. Gets a deny. Just doing a lot of damage here to the Brewmaster. The Primal Split is available, but, you know, we cannot do much since there is a Sandstorm there. They actually drain the entirety of Silence mana, but they don't want to commit for the kill regardless. They're actually going to send the Anti-Mage to the top lane after draining all the mana from that Faceless Void. Very interesting move here. You do want to leave the lane from the Void once he gets level 6, but at the same time, knowing that he had no mana, you know, I don't think it was that hard of a lane anymore. Oh, nice double DK right there, allowing Non-Grata to disengage. The middle lane, it looks like there is a Dazzle here, trying to maybe set up onto this Medusa. Can he go for this? Venskar, hello. Hello. Yeah, but you're by yourself, man. You're not gonna get that kill, and it looks like Iceberg will find himself an Arcane Rune in the bottom lane. Silent still, level 5.5. Doesn't really have the Chronosphere just now, and we see another rotation, this time from the Brewmaster. He has Phase Boots, but look at that. They have a ward here. Yeah, actually this ward, revealing all of those movements that they are trying to do to collapse in this middle lane from the Medusa. So she just leaves the lane completely, starts farming some camps. As that happens though, they will have the Exorcism available to go for this play. Nice pulling from the creeps here by the Undying, making it harder for Gameplay to actually take this. But they do have a very beefy Brewmaster with the healing from that deep, from the Dazzle. They try and engage here with Iceberg. The Mystic Snake gets committed. Nice stomp, but he's going to wake up, and the damage keeps on piling through into this tier 1 tower. Iceberg with his level weight here. At the end of the day, they do a lot of damage to the tower, but they don't really get the objective. Nice defense by Windstrike without actually having to resort to too much, you know. They just showed up, drew aggro, and used the glyph. Pretty good by them. E aí, Matheus, beleza, velho? Alright. Looks like Lion here with his level 5, getting pretty close to level 6. Vanskar look, oh, drops a ward. Gets vision from Non-Grata, but that's still a pretty hard kill. That is a level 7 Lobster. Oh, Sandstorm. Oh, was expecting the Burrow Strike. Doesn't actually get it. Nice play there by the Sand King. He, you know, when... Oh, hello. Chronosphere. Launch the line with the DK Soul Rip. Very easy kill. And Silent claims his... he actually didn't claim the kill, but he participated in the kill. Nice Echo Stomp will allow... actually doesn't allow Brewmaster to get the bounty rune. He actually disengaged. Ooh, that is a juicy double damage. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a pretty strong Medusa here with the double damage. Let's see how much he's going to try and force this. Phase Boots done onto Death Prophet. Now trying to engage here, but this is a double damage Medusa. Hello, sir? Hello, sir? Okay, they will actually live with the DP, but they already lost the Dazzle here in this middle lane. At the same time, Kingar trying to engage here. They will drop the Echo Stomp. It does find the Brewmaster. They can't really engage though, so the Medusa just tries to front line so that the Catapult does as much damage as possible. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to do much, but they did zone the DP, will also get in a Dazzle kill. That is very, very good for Windstrike. In terms of win probability here, we are still at about 75%. It did increase a little bit. And Faceless Void is having almost a free game. Now completes the threats, going for... Oh, hello, that is a bash. But it doesn't look like the Brewmaster actually wants to... Actually want to do much. Hello? Oh, time walk away. They do not have the silence just now on the Death Prophet, so... It's not super easy for Gambit to actually find that kill. On the top lane, we do see Windstrike forcing this quite a bit, and the Medusa here. So for now, pretty quiet game, not a lot of action, but look at that. The Exorcism is going to be committed. Non-Grata looking for that Burrow Strike. They actually have a Veil on this Lobster already, and the Sandstorm makes it so hard for the Death Prophet to actually commit on this tower. The new Sandstorm, so much better in defending towers. Look how he has to posture. There's almost no damage coming onto the tower thanks to the position of the Sand King. And now they're trying to zone the Undying at the same time. Another push that doesn't seem to be very effective by Gambit. The Chronosphere is going to be up in 9 seconds. This Brewmaster really needs to be careful. They are playing with fire here. Let's see if they're going to pay the price. The bash is going to come through. Silent will disengage, and now that the spears are back, it looks like we will have a Chronosphere. The Drunken Brawler was committed. Nice Epicenter. Do they have the damage? F1 trying to disengage with that Spirit Siphon, and he's going to be successful to pop this Primal Split, and now the Undying taking a shit ton of damage. He's going to live. The Void dies of all heroes, and now Kingar looking for a play. He has a Finger of Death available, still has no Finger of Death kill, so he would kill to get one of those stacks, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to find Non-Grata. There is one sentry here. Oh, they place another one. They actually place a ward, and the sentry is just there. So, very good fight there by Gambit. I wonder if the win probability, yeah, it did dip down a little bit.
Dire's middle tower has been
The Medusa,
divided.
already level 12. I'm not really sure what is this? 2.5k? What is the Medusa going for? What? What is this Medusa going? What? Okay, just goes for Maelstrom. Alright. I was... Is he going for a Radiance or like some crazy item? No, it's just going for a Maelstrom. Pretty standard. You know, usually you would see a lot of Mask of Madness Medusas, but now that you have the HP regen from the from your Wraith Band. A lot of the times you don't really need life, so she's taking a little bit of damage there. They will try and heal the Elder Titan with the Soul Rip. He's super fast, but he's not going to be making it out alive. And the Elder Titan dies. Not really sure if they're going to be able to get any objectives here.
Dire's bottom tower
Oh, the
is under
TP.
attack.
And Mage doesn't. Whoa!
That's not for the likes of you.
Top lane, they are rotating the Faceless Void. They don't really have the Chronosphere available, so Silent really needs to be careful. He's going to time walk away right here. They do have another clap, but with the TP from the Elder Titan, it looks like Gambit will be dissuaded from fighting any further. Non-Grata goes back like nothing happened. He will keep on farming this. I mean, they're probably going to leave this to Silence since he is the position 1. And Iceberg finally finishes his Maelstrom, now going for a Dragon Lance. Alright. They will commit a smoke here. Non-Grata here just pops that Shadow Wave. Oh, hello. They do have a Smoking. No Blink Dagger on the Brewmaster. Very surprised that they're trying to force the Smoking. At the same time, there's a Smoking on the side of Windstrike. This doesn't look like the optimal fight for Gambit with no Blink Dagger for their Primal Split. The Dyers can actually find some Radiant Heroes here in the top area of the map, but it looks like both smokes are actually not going to connect. Oh, hello. Anti-Mage, Chronosphere. Where's the damage? They're going to lay out the Tombstone, and with the Burrow Strike Mystic Snake, they actually get the kill on Non-Grata. The Bounty Rune gets completely forgotten about, but the Iceberg will actually grab it at the end of the day. They find a tower in the middle lane, and yeah, pretty good start here. Very good Chronospheres. The Faceless Void died once, but was able to engage into 2 kills, and he is going for that standard Mask of Madness build. Alright, D9. Top lane, we do see Aphonage here with his Death Prophet. Okay, they're gonna place 2. 1 sentry and 1 ward right here, trying to wrap around the sentry, and they will get the jump. Nice Silence with the Poison Touch and Clap. Earth Splitter though, trying to zone them out. Non-Grata is very tanky thanks to the armor on the Vanguard and the Veil, but they will finally get the Lobster, and they want more. Aphonage has that level 2 Exorcism. Can he actually chase the Elder Titan down? Of course they can. They have the Boulder from the Brewmaster, and it looks like Windstrike, they lose 3 heroes. The Dazzle's still alive. Nice Mystic Snake will allow them to get that kill, but now a WF, he just gets munched down by those spirits from Aphonage. So very good fight by them, and it looks like Iceberg will defend the tower, but they got manhandled very hard here. The win probability definitely dipping down a little bit. The Anti-Mage, how is he doing in terms of farm? He is approaching that battlefield very, very fast. Did die once, but looks like he's going to be okay for now. Show the net worth. Yeah, sure. Time walk forward. Looks like the Faceless Void already has the Mask of Madness. The Chronosphere is going to be up in 20 seconds, but one thing that I can see already is the level disadvantage here. Oh, nice Burrow Strike finds the Anti-Mage. They don't really have any follow-up, and they also lose the Undying once again, unfortunately, in the top lane. They did place 1 ward. Not sure if it was placed before he died. Kingar, just trying to get vision here, actually wards the same location. Expecting Windstrike to have no idea that this is going on. Oh, Elder Titan commits the Spirit. Can they get a Stomp? They will, and the damage on Aphonage is through the roof. The Uceptor is stopping the Medusa, but what about this little lobster that shows up? Nice Grave, buying time for Aphonage. Can he TP out? No, he can't. They cancel that one out with the Earth Splitter, and that is a very important kill by Windstrike. And now they're looking for more. They will get Vision Sound. He has that Chronosphere. Will he commit this for a support? Dazzle. Oh, he gets the Bacharinos anyways, and that is the kill with no Chronosphere. Mask of Madness gets put to use. Tower falls, and this is a huge fight by Windstrike. As that happens though, Dashak, our Anti-Mage, is getting pretty close to Battlefield. Actually has the gold. Actually already bought it into the side shop, and the item is going to be ready very close. Radiant Scan finds the Anti-Mage. They will get the Medusa, hello. Chronosphere is up, and it looks like the Lion's going to be the first casualty. Where is the stun to stop the anti-mage from blinking out? The Mana Void is not going to be there. They actually slip the anti-mage, and they will try and disengage. They're going to lift the other Titan. Tombstone's going to be laid out. Can they actually find AM? I don't think they can. No Chronosphere in the Time Walk was going to be not going to be enough. Battle Fury up onto the anti-mage. They will disengage with the other Titan. He already... Actually, that is a Brewmaster. I'm sorry, guys. I'm probably high. Pretty sure AM Mana Burn doesn't stack with Diffusal. It doesn't stack. You get, I think, if you buy... Oh, no, non-grata. I could be wrong in what I'm about to say, but I think that, like, if you don't learn any points of Mana Void and you buy Diffusal Blade, you're gonna be draining the amount that Diffusal Blade tells you to. Oh, hello, they get a silence here with the Hex. Where is that beautiful Earth Spike? Oh boy, that is a Finger of Death kill, and now he already has 100 extra damage with the Finger of Death. But yeah, as I was saying, I think if you get Diffusal Blade without ever learning Mana Void, and then you learn Mana Void, even if you get level 4 Mana Void, you're going to be draining less, because Diffusal Blade gets a priority. If you learn, I'm saying Mana Void, but I mean Mana Break. Now, if you get Mana Break first, I think even if you get the Diffusal Blade, you're still using the Mana Break, Mana Burn. But I could be 100% wrong on this. Yamich, with his level 9 ET, going for a Medallion, it looks like. It will allow them to go for Roshan faster. And they could, it's just going to be tank here overall. We'll go here for the Bounty Rune. Nice snatch here. So Gambit, it looks like they got 2. Can they find this one as well? It looks like Windstrike will find this, so 2 for 2. Pretty good trade here. Pretty even trade. Level 17 onto the Medusa already, so Iceberg has been farming very fast, faster than the Anti-Mage, in fact. But with the Battlefield being completed, I assume the Anti-Mage will be able to get back on track. They're going to send the Brewmaster here. He has the high ground advantage. He's going to blink. Oh, he actually gets... Oh, that is not good. They're going to get the Hex here. Tombstone gets laid out. They do pop the DK, trying to get on top of Vanskor here. Where is your grave? He's going to have to commit it on himself. Can he survive this? There's no way. There's a shit ton of zombies just eating him alive. And that is a dead Dazzle. As well as the tower falling here, no response. Silent even shows up, and they will... Oh, okay, they actually commit the glyph here. I'm not really sure why. And F1 Ninja is now going for a Shiva's Guard. Why Void hit Lion instead of AM inside Chrono last fight? I think... Nah, I don't think he had the damage. This boy here has a lot of HP, a lot of magic resistance as well. Like, the Void is a sure kill. If he tries to kill the AM, not only the Lion would have all his cooldowns once the Chronosphere was over, it's just a safer play, you know. They're not owning. If the Faceless Void was... Look at his network here. He knows he's not super high up. Oh, Silent. He gets Vision here. Oh, nice Burrow Strike. Oh, where is the Chronosphere? It's gonna be there, but the Earth Spike actually mitigating a lot of the duration there. He has to disengage. The Chrono is a waste. And now can Gambit get a counter kill here? It looks like non-grata will Burrow Strike towards the high ground. Can he disengage? They do get Vision thanks to... Oh, he actually cancels the TP from the Faceless Void. He pops the mana. The Mask of Menace to try and disengage, and look at that blink cast range. The shock. He doesn't want to be stopped. There's no mana on the Faceless Void. Even if he thread switches, trying to use the tree, they cut the tree, and it looks like the shock will find that kill. At the same time, they're trying to go for TPs out here, and they will be successful. In fact, they're gonna join the Roshan Pit. They buy back the Sand King. They even commit the Exorcism here. Gambit, they just want to be sure that they can find this Roshan. Oh, Epicenter being committed. Look at the damage. This is insane. And we'll get a good Shadow Wave, but they pop the Primal Split, and the dieback from the Sand King is a complete waste. They only had the Sand King here. I mean, the Undying was around, but he has no Tombstone, so his presence is very lackluster. And now they're going for him. They're going to lift the other Titan while they try to chase the Undying, and it looks like this game might be slipping away from Windstrike's hands. At the same time, the top lane, they are going... Wait, what? Okay, so she actually blinks out at the same time. They find that one. The Undying did not die. In fact, he will die now. Killing spree for King R. 3 kills with the Finger of Death. Feeling pretty good about himself right there. And the Antimago here, going for that Manta. Holds the Aegis. Pretty good game for him. Does Mjolnir procs do less damage to AM because of his mana shield?
Radiant
Yes.
structures are fortified.
Void's Bash is not magical anymore, so... Oh, actually it's still magical. They just changed the way it
Radiant's
works.
top tower is under attack.
I thought it was not magical anymore.
Radiant's
Still
top
magical.
tower has
So
fallen.
yes, the spell shield, the counter spell actually, does mitigate the
Dire's
damage from
bottom
them.
tower
Echo
is under
Stone.
attack.
Oop. Alright, so let's check everyone's items here. Manta, already done for the Anti-Mage. The Dazzle. Death Prophet with the U-Scepter going... It looks like he just gets a... a naked plate mail when he's going back for a BKB. The Lion with the Aether Lens, actually pretty farmed. And the Brewmaster with the Blink Vlad. On the side of Windstrike, the Faceless Void just finished his BKB. Elder Titan is going for the Medallion. Actually, will have to go just now. Medusa with Mjolnir and BKB.
Radiant's
So
bottom
BKB
tower
Medusa,
is
huh?
under attack.
You don't see that very often. I wonder how well it's going to work. Oh, hello. The spell shield is here. The BKB still wants it. Medusa finally goes for it. The Anti-Mage will be forced to blink away. But that is unfortunate because now the BKB is wasted. They will get a good episode here. Brewmaster hacks 100% Void. Doesn't have a chrono. Can they actually kill this Brewmaster before the Prior was played? It looks like they cannot. This is so costly for them. They don't find any kills but the Lion. The Boulder's gonna be here. If they can maybe find the Brewmaster, that would be good. They are just chasing the Panda here. At least the zombies are. It looks like he's going to be fine. 25 minutes in. The Anti-Mage already grabbing 2 here with the Death Prophet. Hello, finds the Undying. The Sun is going to be on point, draining all the HP from this bad boy here. Now the Clap, the Brewmaster that was being chased, shows up and gets another kill. Silent looking for a Chronosphere, but the blink out from the Brewmaster dissuading any attempts of the kills. No shield. Ooh. So did he go for the... Actually, didn't go for the Mystic Snake Banner still. I am disappointed. Oh, BKB is going to be popped on the Faceless Void. Can he actually find a Brewmaster kill? He doesn't have a lot of damage here. He just... Yikes. AM Mana Burn doesn't go for BKB, right? So that should be a good purchase. Yes. Doesn't go for BKB, but he can just disengage and wait the BKB out. The Grave launch. The Anti-Mage still has the Aegis. Another BKB popped by the Medusa that doesn't acquire, that doesn't achieve anything. I mean, Iceberg is the highest net worth, but he definitely struggles to actually use the net worth in a meaningful way. Whew. I mean, they do have, they do have the Chronosphere to enable the Medusa dealing damage, but it looks like I've never seen a fight where there's a Chronosphere and there's a Medusa attacking. The fights have been split up too much, I think. I don't like the way they fought with their spells. At least for now. Maybe Windstrike can get their shit together in terms of win probability. Here we are dipping down to 50%, but even then, Gaben gives a small edge towards Windstrike. The tower here will be farmed by the Shock. And he is very close to finishing his Butterfly. The Aegis duration is about 40 seconds, so they could maybe dabble at the tower a little bit, but not much. Oh, the counter spell is there, but doesn't reflect the spell because it was cast on Crypts. And it looks like Windstrike. They will defend their tier 3s. No damage will be out there. There is a tier 2 in the middle lane. Not really sure how much this DP wants to force this. Actually ended up going for the Shiva's Guard. Doesn't go for the BKB. Can you string Final Tribe versus Vega rather than Gambit versus Windstrike? I can ask you guys. Would you... Okay. It looks like a fight is going to start. I will ask you after this is over. Nice. Out here by the Undying. They're going to get a Hex onto the Medusa, but the fight doesn't really start. They just disengage. So let me create a poll. So should I move to Final Tribe versus Vega? Yes or no? You guys have to be on Twitch to vote. So if you're new to, make sure to drop by the Twitch stream. Alright. So yeah, Vent score, level 12, already has that cooldown reduction here. So 9 seconds on the Grave cooldown. That's pretty poggers for any support. Looks like Iceberg already level 22, going for that MKB, actually pretty close to it. Has the money, but wouldn't have buyback if he goes for it. Yamich just commits the other Titan Spirit here to be sure there's no one sneaking around. Looks like the Lion still only has 3 Finger of Death kills, so struggling a little bit in that department. There is Exorcism available, but being so close to level 18, I'm pretty sure you would like to hang it in there and utilize your level 3 spell. Silent just pushing up the wave. There is a Brewmaster setting up, but no one else is here. Everyone just farming the Radiant Jungle, or the Anti-Mage just farming everything. Butterfly already done, and it looks like he wants to get a hard next. So he did change his build. He ended up going Scotty in the first game, and now he's going for the Butterfly Heart. Very useful, you know, against the Chronosphere. Once they get more damage, it can be pretty scary. They're gonna go for Smoke Gank here. Everyone but the Anti-Mage under the guise of Smoke. They're even showing the Panda top. So this could be deceiving for Windstrike. They might think that there's not a fight going on, but they're also in the middle lane. Oh, they are setting up here. This could be... Oh, even pops the spell shoot here, and it looks like Gambit. They're gonna pop their ult, and they're gonna show up here in this bottom lane. Do they have TPs on everyone? Cooldown for Non Grata, cooldown for the Medusa, cooldown for everyone. But they're not going. Oh, if they pop the shield... Oh, they don't know about the cooldowns, but if they did, they would go for this right now, and they will. They will, and there is no TPs, boys. There's no TPs. They're not popping the Exorcism, though. They will disengage. Oh, that could be so poggers if they actually committed the Exorcism there. Alright, Brewmaster with his BKB. Invisibility for the Sand King. Oh, feels bad. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, so people want me to keep casting this. I will keep casting this. Sorry, guys. I will move to the other game after we are done with this. Elder Titan TP towards the tier 2 tower. Non Grata with his level 15 lobster. Okay. So he's going for a hard next. Already has the gold. Not sure if he wants to save for buyback since he doesn't have the ages anymore. Speaking of Roshan, 13 seconds until the next Roshan is up. So yeah. He is going for... Okay, so he's going for the heart. Doesn't fear for his lack of buyback. The Sand Krug in here. Going for a new scepter. Looks like Hurricane Pike done. Launch the Medusa. So very, very farmed here on Iceberg. Already has that mana talent. So 1.7k mana here. For now, no, big different items. I wonder if he's going for the split shot targets or the modifiers. Getting the modifiers is nice and all, but you're not going to be using, like the Mjolnir procs, they have been like a cooldown. So you're probably not going to proc a lot of these Mjolnir cooldowns. So even though there is the primal split that you want to handle, I think that maybe just getting 7+ is better. Yeah, maybe, like, my point is maybe you handle the primal split better with 7 splits than trying to kill them with Mjolnir. Alright, you're just going to join the Roshan pit, and it looks like Brewmaster is around. He will get closer to check what's going on, and he gets a triple clap. Nice Burrow Strike. Can they actually get the stop? They will. Can they find this kill? Nice Grave. BKB is going to be popped, and they just want to make sure that this Brewmaster is dead. Does he have buyback? Yes, he doesn't. He will commit the buyback straight up. And now, do you commit for this Roshan play or not? Oh no, they cancel the Medusa buyback. Iceberg, he's gonna pop his ult, and he's doing as much damage as possible here. Level 24 with the BKB as well. They actually petrify the Brewmaster, but he's going to be able to commit his primal split. But dude, the Death Prophet is dead anyways. You're gonna lift the Medusa for a while, but she is going to be here, and Roshan is falling. Nice. The use of the epicenter of the grave, though, will mitigate the damage for a while. Vanscore, can he live through this? No, the Burrow Strike will make sure that he's going to fall, and now they're going for the Medusa. Nice Finger of Death. They will find Iceberg. No buyback onto him, and they finally get the kill. That is a 7,000 gold lead for Gambit. Even though they waste their exorcism, they have to buy back both the DP and... Oh, what's he trying to... Okay. So yeah, they're just going mid now. No buyback for 70 seconds, no Chronosphere for 70. This is at least one lane of barracks, if not more. They're gonna buy back the Sand King. That is their first buyback, and the only buyback that they have on time is going to be up in 10. Elder Titan in 16. Do they have a glyph on the side of the Radiant? Nope. 1 minute and 23. They will commit the Sandstorm here. The lift is going to be on top of him. And... Alright, the Sand King will disengage. Melee barracks do fall. The BKB owns the Brewmaster, allowing him to survive through that, and the Sandstorm is just going to be there tickling them a little bit. They will kill this one wave, and it looks like Gambit, they're not going for more. They'll just get this tier 2 top here. They might be able to get more, actually. They still have the Aegis. How much are you guys going to force this? There is no exorcism in 36, and even then, they are going for it. Where is the Burrow Strike? They will commit it, just buying time. The Echo Stomp also slipping the anti-mage for a decent amount of time, but the tier 3 is falling super fast. They will get the glyph in about 30 seconds. The Earth Splitter is off the mark, and look at the damage. Nice Burrow Strike, dodges the counter spell, another Shadow Wave, making sure that the AM is very tanky. They will get a good slip onto the Brewmaster. The Medusa shows up, the damage is there, but the Grave will allow them to disengage. They also lose the Undying while they defend one lane of barracks. This is a huge fight for Gambit. They almost get 2 lanes of barracks without losing the Aegis. So, pretty, I mean, this fight recap doesn't say anything. And yep, the dip right there. All right, so we are back to square. It's not even square 1. This is like square -10. Win strike. I mean, they won game 1, but and they were doing pretty well here, at least in terms of win probability. But you know, I don't know about that BKB, especially with the way that they played. And look at this Vistas board here. If he ended up going for one more wave, he could be in huge trouble. Because Kingar has a blink dagger, but he doesn't go. He's going to live. Doesn't have buyback, so he needs to be very careful. The Monkey King bar is up for silent. He ended up going for the health down. I think they went way too passive with their builds. They ended up going BKB on the Faceless Void with the health down as well. I think, like, if you're going for BKB, you have to get some sort of damage. Oh, the Intimate just blinks forward, but has the counter spell actually reflecting the Burrow Strike. And they're gonna jump. They get the Hex. Where is the Finger of Death from the Lion? Actually saving 4 step away. Nungrad is going to be fine. Iceberg pops the BKB. They will find a courier. Nice Chronosphere. Can they actually get this kill onto the Dazzle? They can, but that's just a Dazzle. I'm not even sure if this is worth it. They will blink out with the Anti-Mage Exorcism being committed. Can they chase F Ninja? He's super mega fast. The damage coming through. They will get the Uceptor with the Siphon onto the Medusa. Can they get this kill? No mana. Jesus Christ, that is a dead Medusa. And now they're chasing the Elder Titan. They will get the kill. BKB on F1H. 4 buybacks on side of Windstrike. 1 buyback on side of Gambit. They are trying to chase the Lobsters. Very low. Can he run away? Uceptor is available. Non-grata. Please commit your Uceptor. No mana. And now he will die because he didn't commit the Uceptor. The Shock looking for that play. The Hex is going to be on point. And this is monster kill for the Antimago. So they buy back everyone. The buybacks don't do much because they're not going to be able to push. But they are alive. Okay. Yeah, that was, I mean, the problem is that you have to Chrono Dazzle and someone else, and the Dazzle was by himself, but maybe the play was just, you know, killing the Dazzle with no Chrono. Alright. Counter spell is there. I don't know. I think some pretty big mistakes were there. The Hex on Medusa. Can they actually protect her? The counter spell is there. They're gonna reflect something. I don't know what it is. Nice Earth Splitter here. The Shock, very low on mana, will disengage. BKB onto Silent, looking for someone to play with. Can he get a bash? Yes, he will. And now this is a dead Brewmaster. Silent will time walk a lot of the damage away, and the Shock still has the Aegis for about 42 seconds. But Gambit, they will disengage since they lost their Brewmaster. So a small breath of hope, but still not looking good at all for Windstrike. Chronosphere is going to be up in about 15 seconds. I think they need a Blink Dagger on the Medusa. I think they just need to get a good Chrono with a Blink on the Medusa. That's all they need. I wouldn't be mad if the Medusa just sold the treads right now and just get a Blink. Just get a 3-man chrono. Blink dagger. GG. The Medusa ended up going for the split shot uses modifiers. I don't really... I mean, to be fair, the split shots, they don't hit at the same time, so you can proc multiple Mjolnirs, but you're against an anti-mage, you're against a Brewmaster. Like, those things, they don't take much damage from magical-based thingies. I don't know. I don't know about this. I really don't know about the split shot modifiers, but yeah, let's see what happens. Silent here, level 21. Ended up getting the time all cast range. No surprises there. The Elder Titan has a medallion. Only level 13. The Sand King just got level 20. So he gets some extra armor to battle both the Exorcism and the Anti-Mage. On the side of Gambit, this is a fat Anti-Mage. Already has the Abyssal Blade. Dazzle with the medallion as well as an urn. F Prophet going for the Octarine Core. Wants that cooldown reduction as well as the spell life steal. Lion, 5 Finger of Death kills. That's respectable. Blink Dagger. Aghanim Scepter is going to be next. Actually, very close to it. And the Brewmaster now going for the Assault Cuirass. Top lane. Looks like Iceberg is trying to cut up the wave. Just commits the Mystic Snake here as he TPs out. So, very smart of him to TP that fast because everyone from Gambit just looking for the Medusa. Alright, so now shall the battle turn, says the Elder Titan. Let's see if the Elder Titan was correct. Looking for a play. They will find the Anti-Mage. No. No. Aegis Earth Splitter is there. They will get the silence. The counter spell is there, but still not enough damage. They don't commit the Chrono. In fact, there was no Faceless Void in that fight. They keep on chasing. The Scepter is there. The counter spell once again activated. And it looks like they do a lot of damage to the Faceless Void. But now, after all the cooldowns are spent, there is a double damage. And the heart just allows him to be so tanky. They're gonna jump. Where is the Chrono Sphere? It's on the Anti-Mage, but it doesn't matter. The Dazzle is in position. Oh, no. The Dazzle is actually here. Vanskor, can you get there in time? They don't get the Q anyways. And now they're gonna commit the Exorcism. They really need to disengage here. Where is the damage coming from? The Iceberg pops his ult, trying to zone everyone away. Yeah, it looks like they actually get the Lion with the epicenter here. BKB on Chuafone trying to battle Iceberg. Who's stronger? Medusa, Jesus Christ. She just melts to the damage. Undyne is going to be next. 2 heroes already dead on the side of Windstrike, and they just call it GG. 24,000 gold for the Gambit Esports, and there you have it. This is Gigi. Alright, so people were asking me to cast Vega versus Final Tribe, so let's get going, I guess. I need to change the title though, so bear with me guys. I'm not going to be talking about the draft for now, because I need to fix the title here. Title. So this is so this was Gambit versus Windstrike, and now we are casting Vega Final Tribe versus Vega. Oh, dang! I ended up. Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
All right, boys, let's get going. And Gyros, if there's any Gyros watching.
Remaining.
Final Tribe, Lich, Terrorblade, and Brewmaster are the selected heroes from Final Tribe, whereas Vega, you have the Beastmaster, the Kato, as well as the Undyne. Bowie, your channel is amazing. Thank you. Look at that. Twitch chat being so positive, you know? Thank you, Twitch chat. Thank you for existing. No, people, they should talk Twitch chat, but they don't know how YouTube chat is. Thank you guys for being positive. Terrorblade in 2018. I think Terrorblade is still pretty good. I finally have a grasp on how Dota 2 works, thanks to you. Thank you. Alright, so the Batrider here for Final Tribe. We do have... I think this Brewmaster is going to be a support, so... They were lacking initiation. It's nice to have the vision from the Batrider. Maybe looking for the Kato at the beginning of the fight. You don't want that Will-O-Wisp to be there. It's such an annoying spell. And what will Vega pick now? They're waiting. They're taking their time. I love Twitch lives that ain't from huge streamers because of this. The interaction is real. That's true. All right, so Vega. They have a Beastmaster that's going to be offlane, so they're going to pick a core now, and it's going to be the Zlark Arena. All right, the Fish Boy doesn't care about Dark Pack, doesn't care about the Batrider overall. Can always take those annoying napalms away. And now, what will Final Tribe actually remove? So they are liking the mid laner on the side of Vega and also on the side of Final
10
Tribe.
seconds
So
remaining.
the last pick is going to be on the Final Tribe side of things.
5
What will you
seconds
remove?
remaining.
Final Tribe. What do you want to pick? Because the band that they go now can give away a lot of what they want to pick. So maybe you just ban something dumb to make them think that you want to go for something else. And in fact, you want to go for something else. You get my point? Yeah, so let's see if they can go for the Dumbarino play here. The Vega and Final Tribe is actually already a B03, so we're going to be out of games to cast once this is over. Why is a Night Stalker being picked after getting buffed so nicely? I don't know. I think the hero is still not super good, especially in the first 5 minutes. You know, you get that AoE silence and shit, but he's still so bad at the laning
10
stage.
seconds remaining.
I don't know.
5 seconds remaining.
Found out this week. Amazing channel. Been watching all the casts. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Soitan. Go Zeus on Final Tribe. I mean, it would be nice to get a Zeus for them because, you know, they have a Terrorblade and they ended up banning the Conquer here. So, will they pick an Invoker? Is the Kunkka ban assigned for Vega to ban the Invoker, or they don't care? I wonder. They don't really have a lot of setups for the Sunstrike, to be fair. But, you know, Terrorblade Invoker, always going to be very scary to play against. A lot of push. They do have some push with the Beastmaster, but definitely not as much as a Terrorblade Invoker could be able to bring to the table. Vega, they are, you know, almost out of reserve time, so they need to make a decision right now. I'm not really sure what they're going for here. I think I might be too far away from the mic, so I'm sorry if my voice is crackling.
Radiant team pick.
Get Tinker on Vega. Oh, they removed the Mapo. Huh. So, I mean, Kunkka is also a Meeple counter. Interesting. Now Vega. I mean, they could pick the Invoker themselves. They do have Primal Roar. Oh, Invoker. Is anyone getting Invoker? Maybe they just don't care about Invoker. We're gonna get the Lena. Kind of similar, you know, burst damage. It's not global, but it is burst damage versus the Terrorblade, the Lich. Everyone but the Brewmaster there is very squishy. And even the Brewmaster is probably going to be a support, so it's not going to be offering that much damage. Final Tribe, they need their own mid laner. Something that is good versus Lena. I think Zeus is not good here because the Zlark is just going to chew the Zeus up. There's not much you can do. Like, you can go Forest F, but then you're going Forest F. You just want to get damage items or mana regen, and Forest F doesn't offer neither of those. Like, you can play Zeus here. I just don't think it's the optimal. What can you get here? I mean, it's like almost has no counters, to be fair. PA is probably banned, right? Actually, no PA bans. But the PA versus Lina matchup is not great. Maybe a Magnus? The middle lane? I mean, you are playing versus Lark and also Koto, so he can disengage the RP so easily. Magnus is probably not great either. Quap also gets countered by Zlark now, so it's not great. I don't know, man. It's looking pretty hard here. What the hell do you pick? TA could be an option, but Zlark also so annoying to play this game. I actually don't know. I don't know what they should pick. I think this is rough, nonetheless. You're gonna get the OD. Yeah, I mean, you can always Astro this Lark, so you can get out of bounds, and you can Astro yourself. It's not a great lane versus the Lina, but it should be okay-ish. Yeah, I guess that was probably one of the best picks that he had. You can also save people from the Primal Roar to buy time. Yeah, that's probably the best pick that they had, and they actually had 2 ODs. Batrider's trying to cosplay as OD here, doing an okay job, I guess. Terrorblade is almost an OD too, so pretty scary looking lineup here on the side of Final Tribe. Bloodseeker versus Lina. Crazy, dude? You crazy? You wanna die? Tinker could be okay. Tinker could be fine, but you do have both Beastmaster and Caudle, so that Will-O-Wisp is actually super strong versus Tinker because the cast range is insane. You have Undying to cancel your Blink Dagger. There's like a lot of stuff they can use to find and kill you. Alright, so this is game 3 between Final Tribe and the Vega Squadron. Hope you guys are doing amazing. I'm doing okay. I guess I'm gonna ask people whether whether you guys want to vote or not. So yeah, so who's winning game 3 here? This is a decisive match. Who's winning game 3? You can type 1 if you think Vega is gonna win, and 2 if the Final Tribe is going to win. So enjoy yourselves. We should be getting started pretty shortly. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. Final Tribe mid Lion. What? All right. And we are getting there.
That was hot. That wasn't too
Prepare
bright.
for
That
battle.
wasn't
I
too
know I can
bright.
trust you guys.
Okay, so the game is about to start. We do see pretty much everyone here in the top lane, but Jesse on his OD just wants to get a ward going in the middle lane. We do see Dara just tipping the Undying. Everyone just tipping each other. Pretty good start right here. Alright. No tips, sir. Oh. Mage with the all chat. Looks like Beastmaster here already has the Boar and the Hawk learned. The Hawk actually... Okay, they actually have 2 Boars here trying to scout things out. Frost is going to be slowed a little bit, and slowly but surely Vega trying to get control over this area here. The Boar will die before the right clicks were enough to get the kill. And they even learned the Frost Shoot here. Alright. Alright, the boar, save the boar. Oh my lord, that is a lot of strength. 20 DK strength on Paxer right here. 1.1k HP. No one wants to actually battle this boar, and he just dancing away. 24, that is a lot of HP that he just acquired right there, and it looks like the entirety of the Final Tribe will be zoned out. And look at that Vega getting 1, 2, 3, and they still have 1 on this side, so they're gonna be able to get 4 bounty runes as they actually chase and bring Frost back to his base. This is definitely not what you want to be, what you want to see with your Terrorblade here. It looks like he actually... Okay, they pop a smoke. What the hell? Huh. What is happening with this Terrorblade? Hello? 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 He finally runs bottom. Batrider's going top. Alright, they decide. But this is already the second wave of creeps coming here, and he's not farming them. He's not farming anything. Oh, the Lich will get level 2 out of this eventually. Well, that's pretty good, I guess. Oh god. Oh, Terrorblade finally shows up, but it's been quite a bit already. Madara is level 2 against the no experienced Terrorblade whatsoever. He's gonna try and fight this Lark right here in the top lane. We do see an Illuminate. Channeled will actually hit Genesis and Fem in the face, but can always get the range creep. So you have to be careful as a Kato, because when you spam it like this, it just gives a free range creep deny for the enemies if they're smart enough. They were not very smart on the side of Final Tribe, and they gave it away. But yeah, maybe next time already level 2 with his Chakra Magic as well as the Illuminate. Frost here being booped by Peck, so a little bit looks like this Lark is actually running all the way back top. So they really want to get the right matchups, and yeah, this is going to be annoying because if Frost TPs now, this Lark can just TP. So I wonder what they will do. The Beastmaster still walking. So at the end of the day, even though the Terrorblade did nothing, they will lose, I guess, the same amount of time pretty much. Maybe even more, just because Zark actually had to run from here to there, and the Terrorblade was mid when he decided to run. I wonder who actually lost more. Well, we can check the CS that I forgot to open. So it looks like this Lark has 5 CS and the Terrorblade has 8, so that is definitely a good start. The Dark Pack gets committed, which means that Genesis can get on top of this Lark. The clap does not land, and Madara will be able to disengage. Has Dark Pack ready in 1 second anyways. Alright, Era here, committing that Frost Blast. Frost Shield already up and going. It looks like in terms of middle lane here, the Lina winning by a small margin. Definitely expected, considering, you know, the burst damage, the low cooldowns, and also the attack range. Whoop. Doesn't get to deny. Whoop. Dragon Slave in the face. LSA will land. Mage doing a lot of damage. Can he get another Dragon Slave? Looking for Chessie. The move speed is there. The Fairy Fire. Oh! Self gets used. He backpacks the No Talisman. Pretty good top lane. There's another fight brewing up. The Dark Pack gets committed. I wonder if Jonas and Fem has any intentions of actually getting on top of Madara here. He has the Essence Chip, so you need to be careful. The damage will be on point, but Handskin just disengages easily. 35% movement slow with that AoE clap. Why isn't Slark fighting TP? He should have advantage because he's melee. Nope. Top lane, and trying to disengage. They will find that kill. They do try to chase the Bat Rider here. He actually has a lot of damage onto him. Madara has the Dark Pack if he wants to dispel it, but he's not going to dispel it. He's just going to disengage. So the thing is, it's not whether Slark can actually lane versus Terrorblade or not. It's the fact that this little Beastmaster here doesn't really have any ways of actually dealing with the Bat Rider. He cannot dispel the Napalms. He literally counter the Bat Rider by picking Slark. I mean, it's not a counter, but it's just a lane counter. And they want to have the Slark versus the Bat Rider so that the Beastmaster doesn't, you know, get destroyed. You're sacrificing a little bit of your Slark's form for, you know, actually having a hero later on. You want your Beastmaster to be able to make plays while you farm that Shadow Blade, right? So as a carry, don't be a greedy piece of shit and trade lanes when necessary. NSFM will get the crapple right there. Oh, hello, Ara. Frost Blast onto the little piggy. And chase down. Oh, nice deny. And he will also get the bounty right there. Mage, level 5. And okay, that's level 6. Era. Sorry, Chessie, almost level 6 as well. A little bit behind. Oh, Paxu, hello. They have the slows, they have the fireflies, the DK is there, but I don't think this is going to be enough. Nice napalm, just zoning Paxu completely. They finally get the kill with Mage. Unfortunately, it was not fast enough to get there. I didn't really have a lot of mana to work with as well. Frost just farming some camps here. Kazu, whoa! Okay. So yeah, let's check the win probability here. It looks like Vega has a huge advantage. You know, they got those 4 bounty runs at the start. And they also have, I mean, this Lark, dude, is going to be very hard to deal with. I guess, you know, with a lot of int on DOD, you can get the kill with the hammer. But they don't really have a lot of lockdown for him. And the little lockdown that they have is very easy for him to dispel. Alright, they're gonna get a haste rune here onto the smoked up Kato. Let's see if they can find a kill here. They don't really have blinding light, so there's no way he can actually do anything. He's just gonna be walking around, maybe placing wards, and that's exactly what he does. He wards the mid lane for the Lina here. Mage, can you get an LSA here? Maybe set up that Illuminate top lane. Alright, they're gonna lay down the Tombstone here. Hanskin being zoned out. Genesis FM has the Firefly. They're trying to go for this Tombstone here, and they will get it, but Hanskin will pay with his life. No, he will. They do get a good pulse onto the Batrider. Another Dark Pact dispelling the Napalms, and it looks like both Paxo and Madara are going to be fine. Another kill here for this Lark. 1-0-1. Pretty good start for him. He's not top CS, but it's pretty decent. You don't sound like D.Bowie. Just talk a little louder. Is the sound too low? Does everyone agree?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mage. We'll get a deny right here. Oh, Illuminate. They are trying to chase the Kato. They will commit that Frost Shield. Oh, Era. Can maybe next time Kato actually disengage from this? Yes, he can. He's super fast, but they looking for the kill, goes straight up for the board, doesn't want to be slowed himself, but the board will be able to disengage, and they don't find anything. The top lane we still have, oh, nice bounce onto the Batrider, no lasso to work with, but the Firefly will allow him to go up the high ground. Madara still chasing for the little bat, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be able to get it. Batrider? Another napalm, not perfect though. Madara wants to go back. They drop the Tombstone, but it's very underwhelming. They don't really find anything, and then Madara can't really close the gap much further here. Frost actually going towards the Jacuzzi here will probably take a pretty good bath with his support. Chessie already has 3 no talismans. Boots, not really sure what he's going for. Maybe phase boots. Oh, no, Madara being zoned away. It looks like they will send the Batrider as well. Madara cuts up a tree here and we'll be fine. They do get vision. There's no lasso just now. Nice. Oh, okay, he's going to dispel the first napalm, but they keep on going. Where's the clap? They will get the clap. Madara, he ends up overextending a little bit in the top lane here and pays the price. At the same time, Arrow will be right clicked down by Mage rotation, and they do have the attack speed aura as well as the catapult. So they just want to group up for this, and they will. Oh, nice. Liv, you're trying to buy time, but there's not going to be any defenses. Chessie, he cannot force as fast as Vega can. So he's just going to push up the wave. He's going back to the jungle. There's not much he can do. And they will lose this tier 1 in the bottom lane. Let's see how much more I'm going to be able to pressure this. Just not much. Even with the Frost Shield, it doesn't look like the final tribe had any means of actually defending this. Paxu goes back to the lane. Just commit some decays here and there. Madara already level 6, so he does have Shadow Dance to work with. Going for treads, it looks like. Frost farming it up. Let's check the network. Oh, they do have Primal Roar here. I wonder if they have any intentions of actually committing it. So the Lina with 4,000 gold. Terrorblade second in the network here. Pretty good game considering he was in the offlane, being illuminated in the face every so often. Another one, by the way. The Kato is saving the skill point, actually gets the blinding light. I really like this. Especially when you're about to get your level 6. It just makes it both extra useful. Oh, hello. They're gonna drop the Tombstone, looking for that bounty. Can they actually get it? They will. And Madara commits the pounce 4. They're trying to slow them down. Nice. Napalm will allow the Batrider to actually steal that bounty. At the same time, they're doing so much damage with the Firefly, zoning them away. Mage with the rotation. Dragon Slave is not going to clip onto the Brewmaster, and it looks like he's going to be able to run this down. The Zlark still looking for a pounce, has one in 4 seconds. Hanskin has 9 stick charges. I'm not sure about this, Madara. This could be very, very risky. The Cap's going to be there. He will commit the spell, but even with the stick, it was not enough. He does die to the Dragon Slave off Elena, but it's actually Madara that gets the kill. Tranquil Boots now ready onto the Brewmaster, and they will try and group up for another tower. They do have 40%, actually 50% damage reduction here in this tower, so it's going to take a while for Vega to actually get this. Oh, that is a free tower, or maybe a dumb play. They get the glyph, the TP from the OD. They really want to fight. Primal Split being committed. Can they lift the Mage Lina? Yes, they can. And Mage, you're going to be right-click down, munched down by the OD from Chessie, and you guys got baited hard. Look at that. 1 HP. Feels good, man.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Once Lark has a Lincoln Sphere, I don't think he's even going Lincoln Sphere. Maybe way later into the game, but definitely not his 2 first items. No. Alright. Dark Pact is going to be committed. It looks like the Handskin Brewmaster wants to get a Blink Dagger. It's going to take a while. Maybe next time, already level 7, so he has that Will-O-Wisp to work with.
Dire's
Still
middle tower is under attack.
trying to go for a stack, but a tree. He gets the stack. Nicely done. They will also get this tower and the Brewmaster. It looks like he was fighting their chassis, looking for Madara. Doesn't really have the hammer, so doesn't even try. 16 intelligence.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All right. Maybe next time. Looks like he's going for a 4-staff. Pretty good to disengage from the Terrorblade, from the OD as well. Mage. Farming the stack that the Kato actually ended up getting. And one thing that is pretty good about the new Kato is that you don't have to farm the eggs anymore. So it feels less greedy, and you feel like more people can actually play Kato, you know? It's not about being super efficient and just getting the eggs at the correct timing. Now you can actually play him as a normal support, and he has some pretty good abilities, especially the Will-O-Wisp with Blinding Light. I think that's a pretty decent synergy there. Alright, it looks like they're trying to steal the Ancients here. Era, he commits a sentry as well as the ward. He knows exactly what's going on here, and he feels pretty safe. There is no vision of what he's doing, but there is a ward here from Vega. Oh, nicely ward by Madara there. And they will just leave this area, it looks like. Era has another ward. Could potentially, yeah, he gets the sentry here. They do ping him out. Still has the ward on him. Oh, commits another ward. Doesn't look like anyone had vision of that. The bottom lane, maybe next time, we'll commit the Chakra Magic right here. Oh.
Double damage.
Lich gets a hold of Madara, and in terms of Shadow Blade, here we're getting pretty close to Shadow Blade. 14 minutes in, pretty standard timing. Illuminate flies out, and it looks like they're gonna Roche. Alright, double damage onto the Lena with the medallion from Kazu, as well as a Vladimir's offering. Pretty early Roshan that you wouldn't expect, and it's going to go towards Mage. You know, while Madara is the carry, Lena has a lot of problems with gap closers, and they do have a bunch of them. The Primal Split being one of them, and Batrider will soon have a Blink Dagger, so I think this is probably the best choice. They do lose the Brewmaster, unfortunately. The double damage Lena just bursts him down super quickly. Alrighty. Illuminate once again. Already has 4 points of Illuminate as well as 3 points in the Chakra Magic.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's
Okay.
structures are fortified.
Glyph is going to be committed. Lich drops a sentry. Era. Oh. Effect here does take the clap away, and they are trying to force this, but I don't think they can force this too much, especially because there is no Blink Dagger onto Kazu, as well as no Aegis onto this Lark. In terms of net worth here, the Terrorblade is recovering quite a bit. Illuminate is going to zone the Dagger away, and Frost, he has the Dragonlance going towards Yasha. And Skin, as we talked about, doesn't have much of his name. They will deward this Hawk, it looks like. No you actually cannot move the Hawk, right? So that is guaranteed gold. Maybe next time very low. It looks like he's going to... What? He just dies to the Firefly. He runs back. Interesting. They will be able to disengage Jonas and Famine. He doesn't have Blink Dagger on himself, but he has the gold for Kazu, looking for the Primal Roar. For now, he has no vision. No way. They will TP the OD. Can they actually get a good fight? The Metamorphosis is being committed for Frost. And now they're trying to turn this around. It was a chase for so long But this Metamorphosis gets wasted if they don't find any jumps, and it looks like they won't find any. Alright. Alright, he's going Lincolns. Okay. Was not expecting the Lincolns, but it looks like he's going for it. Alright, so usually what happens is that, you know, you can always Shadow Dance before you're killing the Terrorblade anyway, so the Sunder is not going to be there. But maybe the Lincolns could be useful for the Lina or the other heroes. You know, he is not going to get taken out, but since he's always in the middle of the fight, he could potentially give Lincolns to someone else. If the Lincolns didn't proc at the beginning of the fight. Drops the center right here. Now Madara comes back, gets the bounce, but this was a bait. He will show up with the OD, but he gets... Oh boy, he gets destroyed by the Lina. Mage gets that kill. That's a killing spree. And they do lay a pretty good tombstone here in the high ground. They're going to lift the Zlark. At the same time, Promora was committed on the back lines. Nice reflection here, zoning them out. Buyback from OD. Mage trying to farm the Prenda Brewlings. And look at Final Tribe trying to engage here. They cancel the Blink Dagger of the Dragon Slave, meaning that the Lina is going to survive. Still has the Aegis. And now Hanskin once again trying to battle this, but this is such a weird engagement by him. Can they at least find this tombstone? They finally will. What a good placing by the Undying. So yeah, 6,000 gold advantage for Vega. Oh, the Astro is gonna be there, but Mage wants to engage. The Scepter, can they actually put a Brewmaster? Nice lasso onto the Lina, but she has the Aegis. Still has a decent duration on it. Oh, this Will-O-Wisp is doing so much. The Astro is trying to buy time, but is not buying enough. They do take the Aegis down. Hanskin, the Terrorblade shows up, but doesn't have a Metamorphosis. Has Thunder available. It looks like this Lark did end up falling. Mage very low. They will actually overpower Vega here. Baxu trying to get a kill onto Hanskin, but there's no way he's gonna find it. The DK is not enough, and that is a double kill. Chessie buys back, but he does bite back. And yeah. So yeah, Arcane Orb. 28 stacks right there. They're gonna get a good jacuzzi together.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Kazu. Vladimir's offering in Medallion. He could buy a Blink Dagger, but I'm not sure if he wants to. Maybe he just wants to get an Necronomicon. Oh, I never took the pull out. I am sorry, guys. No one actually said anything. I am sorry.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Chessie. Level 15 already.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Let's check everyone's items here. Shadowblade, the Lincoln's on the way. Still needs quite a bit. Keeper of the Light with his 4 staff, and the Undying with
Radiant are scanning.
not much. Smoke Gank coming on the side of Final Tribe. The Radiant scan is not on point. They're actually bottom here looking for the Zlark. Can they get a good last? They're going to pop up the dust. They wait for the Dark Path to come through, and now the Shadow Dance trying to disengage. Can they actually cancel this TP? They can. So, yeah. He lasts as a creep. Unfortunately. Now they are trying to chase this Undying here. He will pop the ult. He's huge. She has 12 strength here. They're going to 4-staff him away with the Blinding Light as well. Hanskin trying to slow him down. And he get a good clap here. Still holding on to the Primal Split. He gets Primal Roar. And he's going to get bursted down before he can even commit. That was such a greedy jump by Final Tribe. They don't find the Zlark. They just felt like they had to do something. And they lose 3 heroes. Make it 3 with this LSA and the damage coming through. Mage is not doing a lot of right-click damage. But the Dragon Slave and the second LSA will be enough for them to get the kill. Terrorblade will find 1 bounty. Looks like he is now second in net worth, so he's been farming quite a bit. Will surpass the Lina very shortly, but is it enough for them to win this game? Chessie just recovering all his mana here with the Equilibrium.
Dire's middle
Pretty nice. He's going for the Kaya Yasha, it looks like. Or he gets the Kaya. Yasha still on the way. It's going to take a while. Alright, so they're trying to set up here. Oh, nice Astro. Does buy time. Can they get the clap? It looks like they will go forward. Madara, he doesn't get claps. He's going to commit the Shadow Dance to disengage. Beastmaster is going to be right-click down. Nice. Now Palm here on to Mage. Can they get a lasso? They don't have one. LS is going to be off their mark. They get a reflection. They have a dust. The Shadow Blade from the Lina is not going to be enough, and they find a second kill. The Tombstone gets right-click down, but unfortunately there is no Roshan for 30 seconds. And the final tribe will try and get a tower, and they will. Pretty easy tower here. Nice. Blink forward, looking for maybe next time the blinding light away will make sure that the Kato can disengage. And now they keep on going. Not a lot of mana here onto the Terror Blade, but they do have the Vlads from Hanskin, so he's right-clicking for so much damage here. 300 damage with a lot of attack speed. They do commit the second glyph. The Metamorphosis will wear off, but I think they might be able to just get this. Looks like the Terror Blade's actually getting out. Slark, almost level 15. Already bought the ultimate orb.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, Dire scan. Oh, just a second, guys. Alright, we are back. What about win probability? About 75%, so it did get better for Final Tribe. His OD is starting to get pretty massive. It looks like he's actually going BKB before the Yasha. Feels like he needs some sort of magic protection, and that is very valuable versus the Pounce, since there's not much he can do but use the Astro either offensively or defensively. Maybe next time, once again, just 4-staffing away. Pretty pesky hero, this Kato, you know. So much move speed. 4-staff. He already has 474 move speed. What the hell? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, the early move speed talents are so strong now. Just because everything else is percentage. Kato's like insanely hard to actually catch. Dara still working on to that Lincolns. Your casting has gotten much better since the last time I watched you a few months ago. Keep up the good work. Thank you. The boar will be eliminated by that rider. Looks like Vega might be considering a smoke right now. Nah. I mean, they do have one on D9, but it doesn't look like they're going to go for it. Roshan is going to be up in 50, so this is probably where all the attention is going to be around. They already have a boar here on the side of Radiance counting out. And there is also a Brewmaster with invisibility trying to get a hold of the Roshan. 37 seconds until it's up. Do we have a BKB on Frost? We do have one, so that is amazing. Let's check everyone's items before the fight starts. Necro 1 on Beastmaster, so no blink. Actually, Necro 3, so no blink dagger for him to fight. The Lina here with the Shadow Blade going for a BKB, but still needs an extra amount of time. The Slark will finish his Lincolns maybe before the Roshan starts. And the OD actually came back for the Yasha Kaya, no BKB. Brewmaster with the Vlads, Blink Dagger on the way, Undying will get the Bounty Run, but they're gonna get a good Astro here. Where's the clap from the Brewmaster? They will get it, Paxu. He is probably going to fall for everyone's sins here. The Lina didn't want to help the poor Undying because he was afraid of the Batrider. And look at that. That is a Roshan that just respawns at the perfect moment. Let's see if they can get this Katsu as well as Madara. Maybe forcing mid lane here. They actually have a buyback onto the Undying. And look at that. They're doing especially as possible. A Catapult trying to give vision. Roshan falling very, very rapidly. Okay, Illuminate will get some vision. And they will find the poor Lich at the beginning. 40 seconds on the backlines. As Will-O-Wisp, the BKB is going to be committed. Can he actually fight that? It doesn't look like he is interested about the Will-O-Wisp. He's just attacking other targets. The Slark is here. Madara trying to fight terribly. He now lives. The Will-O-Wisp commits another Reflection Sunder onto an ally. And Madara keeps on stealing a lot of agility here. Frost is completely zoned away. At the same time, it looks like the Undying dies back. And Frost is just running away, but he dies. His BKB is useless. Now Hanskin, his Primal Split is also a waste. Terrorblade at least gets that bounty, and somehow the OD ended up going back to the base. I guess he never found a good angle, so they stopped the Roshan. They're gonna lose the Brewmaster. 3 heroes dead on the side of Final Tribe. Can they Rosh? Rosh is about 50% HP here. No, they actually don't want to Rosh. Mandara, maybe they do, but Mandara may be waiting for a reaction. Do they have Lasso actually find a gem on the ground here? What the hell's going on? Mandara, alright, they're gonna join the Roshan pit. They have so much damage as well because of the medallion as well as the attacks from the Beastmaster. That's just a free Roshan and they get it. The Napalm. Oh! It almost steals it. Oh. He almost stole it. That was so close. Alright, so we're back at it. Chessie, level 18, going for the BKB. That was a good attempt. Good attempt. I wonder if it gives vision, actually. Does it say if it gives vision? There's an explosion that explosive cocktail that explodes when it reaches the target, knocking back and dealing damage. It doesn't say if it gives vision or not. No smoke. Madara actually running bottom here, waiting for someone to be here, but there's no one here. The Terrorblade is here, well disengaged, has some illusions pushing the bottom lane. Actually, that's probably his Manta illusions there. So it's gonna be pretty effective. Looks like they can find a Terrorblade illusion. That's not why they smoked. 10,000 golden in terms of win probability. We are all back to 90%. Chessie has that Yashakai. They're gonna pop up the smoke. I wonder if they can actually get something done here, especially considering there is no I mean, there's no cooldowns on the side of Vega that are not up. So like, can they actually?
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
What was this smoke? I think maybe this was a mistake. Well, regardless, Lich can place one ward, so he's gonna make use of that smoke to do that.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
You can see around the projectile as it flies. Yeah, that's probably how he was able to blink. Like, you don't blink unless you're sure you can get it, right? And he, for a brief moment, he was sure. It was a good attempt, I think. That was a fine play. They didn't lose anything because of his blink. Hello. Hello. Goodbye. That is a dead Brewmaster. At the same time, Jonas and Fam could be dead right here. Has a 4-step, so he's going to be able to break that pounce. But this Lark could have an OD in his mind. OD, by the way, approaching his level 20 here. And I wonder if he gets the multiplier just to benefit from that Yashakaya, or if he gets the strength to not get bursted down. They do have a lot of damage. Primal Roar, as well as the Uceptor combo. I wonder which decision he's going for here. I kind of think they lack damage, so I would like to see the multiplier just, for the style points. Oh, Terrorblade. He's going to be locked down here by a long, long time. He's forced to pop. BKB dodges the Will-O-Wisp. And that is a long cooldown that they committed, actually. So this will maybe dissuade Vega from pushing any further. The OD actually cuts all the waves. So there's definitely no way for them to push. They have a creep wave in the middle lane, but since everyone actually ended up running bottom, they're not going to be able to find anything. But it looks like Vega will get every single bounty. They already got the 2 bounties on the bottom side of the map, and Elena is already making her way towards the rest of the bounties. So Terrorblade in the top lane, just making sure that his illusions are farming as much as possible. He's been farming a lot with his illusions, which showcases how much he's behind in terms of levels here. Level 17 Terrorblade versus level 20 doesn't have the level 3 standard. The cooldown is actually pretty prohibitive at this stage of the game. And I'm looking for Madara. Woo, woo, woo. They get the Primal onto the Brewmaster, and the damage is definitely going to be there. Primal Split doesn't even attempt to commit the spell. At the same time, they will get a lasso here. Can they actually lift Delina into the high ground? Yes, they can, but Delina's doing so much damage that no one can actually battle her. She's just gonna be stuck there for a while. Do they have any 4-steps on the side of... they do have one on the Kato, so he could potentially aid There, Chessie gets an Astro onto the Kato himself. And now the OD will just blink forward 13 seconds with his TP on cooldown. At the same time, it looks like Vega is very interested in pushing this middle lane. They do have the attack speed aura from Kazu as well as a catapult wave. But not only they're going to be able to defend here, it looks like the OD is also okay. He TPs back to the base. And in terms of Aegis duration here, they have 25 seconds. So Final Tribe, they definitely, they did a good job in actually waiting the Aegis out. The problem is that suddenly this became a 15,000 goal lead for Vega. And, the BKB is still not done on the OD. He actually just finishes it as I say it. So there you have it. BKB is done, and he gets the multiplier, boys. They're gonna smoke. I wanna see some insta-games here. Let's see if these guys farmed enough to do it. Are looking for this Larcarino here. He does have the... Oh my lord, he has a one short. This is such a hard kill. How the hell are they fighting this guy? He actually pounces and pops his Shadow Blade away. Brewmaster looking for him. They're trying to hunt this fish, but there's no way they're gonna find this fish. Oh yeah, there's no way they're gonna find this. At the same time, the Beastmaster is just farming here. The Kato is just doing Kato things. Blink Dagger, Force Staff, Use Scepter. Mobility item, you name it, he's gonna have it. Alright, so in terms of move speed here, how much he has? 476 with the Uceptor as well. It's pretty good. Why didn't he go Kaya Sanj? Well, because OD relies on right clicks. I can see, the point of status resistance, but I think that you only go Kaya Sanj when you don't want to go BKB straight up. So you go like Kaya Sanj into Satanic. It is pretty good for a lot of right-click carries, melee or ranged. But on the OD, when you do know that you want to go BKB, oh, I'm gonna lift the Brewmaster here. Oh, the Blinding Light's actually off the mark. Kazu tries to commit the Primal Roar, never goes for it. They're gonna drop up the Tombstone. Hansky actually pops the Primal Split. Nice ult from Chessie, but actually doesn't do that much damage. He only has 4 intellect here. He's gonna be lifted up into the air. Mage, can he get the LSC? Of course he can. And now that he's a dead Chessie, his BKB gets wasted. He has no buyback. The Will-O-Wisp with the Blinding Light is insane. The Frost Plus was there doing, the Chain Frost was there doing some decent damage, but they're gonna lose everyone. Genesis Femme doesn't have last, so this game's looking pretty bad, boys. They're gonna go forward here with the Madara's Lark. They're gonna... Hello, Blinding Light is there. Genesis Femme's gonna be zoned out. The Blink, the Napalm. It's actually Flame Break. Why do I say Napalm? I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. Madara will get the melee barracks here. Let's say doesn't do much. He will get another lane, and it looks like Lich will buy back. I'm not sure how much this is going to do. Madara still holding on to the level. The Dark Pact is going to be committed. And I wonder if, they're going to get the range barracks. Do they go for more? It looks like they will. Alright, so this one pretty exposed. The range barracks was almost dead anyway. So they're going to get a good blink with the Uceptor. The Blinding Light away, but the Force Staff actually nullifying the Blinding Light. Pretty good play there, but it just buys time for the inevitable, which is your top lane of barracks also falling. 28 seconds for the OD to respawn. He doesn't have a buyback. He has absolutely no gold. So let's see if Final Tribe can actually make a stand here. The Brewmaster is going to be up, but still no ult for 30 seconds. The Tombstone gets laid down. They are trying to approach this with the Terror Blade. BKB gets popped. They will get a lasso, but he gets dispelled by this Lark. Laguna Blade onto the little bird. He's going to fall. Mage actually falls. So this is the first kill that they find. Buyback onto the Batrider. Nice Thunder. Frost trying to battle this out. Pounce away from Madara. Can they at least get the... Yeah, they get the Undying, but this is Megas for Vega. I guess they have a decent team to handle the Megas, but yeah, this doesn't look good. The win probability is all the way up there. Roshan is up, so maybe the double hammer is what Final Tribe needs to win. Let's see if they can just get into the Roshan pit and go for this. They don't have Metamorphosis. Actually, yeah, they don't have Metamorphosis, but 14 seconds and it's going to be up. Minus 17 as in shift stacks onto the Terror Blade. That doesn't feel good. Madara actually finds a kill. Onto this poor Lich. He was just trying to follow his team. He gets completely taken down. The courier. Oh, hello. And now the Slark is gonna know about this Roshan attempt. Roshan still 30% HP. The Hawk is vision. The boy is there. They don't have vision of the Hawk. In fact, do they have a gem here? Oh boy, that is a buyback. BKB onto chest. The Terrorblade will pop his own BKB. Can he get a Sunder? He just doesn't get the Sunder off. But Dara just finds a kill onto the OD. He doesn't have any buybacks. The Will-O-Wisp is gonna be there. The Megas are already approaching the base. This is not looking good. The GG flies out, and it looks like Vega takes game 3. So pretty good performance by them. Some mistakes by Final Tribe. You know, the Terrorblade definitely not good if you third pick it like this. That's Lark. Definitely made the game super hard for them. And yeah, that's where we at right now. All right, guys, I'm going to make a poll here, and I just want to ask you guys what you think. So, what should I do? I mean, you guys cannot vote if you're a new team, so make sure to drop by the Twitch stream. Play Dota 2, or oh god, I really need to mute this. Fuck, man, I'm sorry, guys, for the sound. How do you even mute this? Oh, there you have it. So play Dota 2, host someone, and yeah, I guess those are the two options. Okay, guys, if you want to vote, make sure to type the number and not say it. Oof. Alright, so actually let's get some... Okay, so what I'm going to do actually... that's so bad. If I play normal music now, I'm not going to be able to monetize the entire video. Honestly, I might just stop the stream actually. I know you guys want me to play, but I might just stop the stream. Thank you for watching, but I think it's better this way.